What's up? What is going on? Crap, what's happening? Sorry. Hey. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What's up? Good morning. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Apostate Ape channel, where you can watch an undereducated hick perform an intellectual takedown of the Christian faith doctrine and logic for your entertainment. Also to make the world a better place. Because we say it every day, but once these religions are gone, these brain rot religions, humanity's going to be better off for it, I think. And that's why we do this channel, ultimately. It's to make the world a better place. Ain't that cool? That's what we just try to do. Try to talk to folks. Try to make them realize what they're actually condoning here. That's how we roll, man. As usual, let's give our best friend, Dr. Joshua Bowen. Let's give him his shout out for the morning. Learn to read ancient Hebrew, which I've been doing. And I've been doing a pretty good job because I can read and write the entire Hebrew alphabet now. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's a, hey, what's up? I feel like that's a pretty good little milestone to hit there. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Era. Let's see what we got. Unless somebody requesting up already. Eve's Mercy. If you're there and you're a Christian that requested up on purpose, hang out for just a second. We'll get the day rolling, man. I'm trying something slightly different today. Slightly different in the headline here. Asked more of a question and conversational manner. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, my nose is still running. Eric, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. The algorithm's already flowing pretty good this morning. So welcome in, welcome through, everybody. Welcome through, welcome in, welcome. Also, don't forget, Rocket City Reason Conference is going down this October in Huntsville, Alabama, and you can get your tickets for that at rocketcityreason.com. That's going to be fun. You can hang out with us. That's right. Day 77, man. I actually feel kind of messed up. My stomach's a little messed up today. Almost just did a, hey, it's day 77, but don't, you might have to count me out today. My stomach feels a little weird, man. We're going to try it for at least a little bit. Today and tomorrow might be shorter. It just depends. But we'll see. But yeah, day 77 in a row right now. Day 77 in a row, man. That's pretty long, huh? All right, well, let's try Eve's Mercy here and go ahead and bring one up. Get today rolling, see what's up, what happens. Maybe anyway. Oh, yeah, Eve's Mercy, you there?
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. You're over 18 and you're a Christian, right? Do what? Oh, you muted up.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh, cool. So which one of these topics you want to talk about today?
Yeah, I was just curious. Like, so you're reading Hebrew and studying the Christian faith?
Yeah.
Is it the only faith you're reading up on, or is it like your specific one that you targeted on?
Oh, just targeting that one, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm curious because I'm like, you realize you're like attacking the Christian God if there is one, right? Like you're actually enemies with him if that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're okay with that if the lake of fire is your consequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Because this God's horrible and nobody should worship it.
Oh, is it because you don't want to do what you want, or is it because you manipulate the Old Testament?
Well, because it allows slavery and has women raped and babies bashed to pieces. Like, that's evil by pretty much anybody's standards. So, but people still worship the God for some reason. Like, it's loving to bash the babies. It's really strange.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think it's good, the crimes that happen today in our society today?
Do I think it's good that crimes happen?
Yeah, today in our society, like raping and all
No,
the
it's
other
not
things that
good
go on.
to, no, it's not
So
good to
then
transact.
we should all be put in the lake of fire then, as well as what you said, right? You're judging God for allowing
According to
it.
God, yeah. Yeah, according to God, yeah.
Okay. Do you know better than God?
Yeah.
Okay, then why do you allow grape and all that?
Because he's a piece of shit. You went mute there, Eve. Not sure what's happened to Eve's person there. Mm. Don't know what happened there, man. You've cut out. You went silent. You've dropped. And yes, I do know better than God because I would, if I was God, I would never condone rape or baby bashing or anything of the sort. Maybe that's just me. Maybe God knows better. But I'm just calling it like I see it, man. Good morning, everybody, by the way. Welcome in. Day 77 is coming up. Where are we at here? Heck yeah. All right. Well, let's try the next one here. If there is a next one, which there's not. Not that one anyway. Let's see here. What does that say? Alright. Alright, people study, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you a Christian?
Yep.
Alright, so which one of these you want to talk to us about?
Um, well, I mean, where do you want to start?
That's what I'm
So,
asking you.
okay, well,
Come up because you want to talk
th
about
does
one of these?
does so does God do such horrible, unjust things like conditioning slavery and
It says
commanding
condoning
rape?
slavery.
Oh, condoning. Okay. I don't believe that God does that. Could you fill me in on how he does that?
Yeah, I'll read it to you. It's in the Bible. Leviticus 25, it says, as for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from the nations around you that you may acquire male and female slaves. You may also acquire them from among the aliens residing with you and from their families who are with you that have been born into your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as a possession for your children after you, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. So we're definitely talking about God allowing people to be owned as property there, which is chattel slavery.
Okay, is that in the Old Testament? Where's that found at?
Leviticus chapter 25.
So that's the old laws. So
Oh,
the
okay. So you're
yeah.
saying the new laws come along and say don't own people as property.
Well, also in the old laws it said like you can't eat pig and you can like you just there's a whole bunch of old laws that like Jesus came to abolish. And so with that, I'm pretty sure that he'd abolish that because it says to treat everyone the way that you'd want to be treated. So it's
That's
not
weird.
doing that. See, Jesus came to abolish the old law. Jesus came to fulfill the
That's
law.
weird. Jesus explicitly says in the Sermon on the Mount, I did not come to abolish the law.
But to fulfill it,
Does
right?
fulfilled mean abolished?
Well, I mean, when I talk to all my other Christian friends, they take it as that he came and he made it right, that he did away with
So
the
you're
wrong.
saying Jesus is essentially saying there, do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish, but to abolish.
Hmm. Well, so I guess the foundation of Christianity, it all starts with the garden in Genesis. And in Genesis, we're in this perfect heaven-like garden. and everything's good because like what more could you want than this perfect garden, right? I mean, I know if I were Adam, I mean, I'm not perfect, right? And I could be led into temptation, but garden I'd be happy with because I mean, look at hell on earth today. I mean, people warring with each other, buildings going up, the destruction of forests. It's terrible. So what more could you really want other than that garden? Okay.
I don't know. We could
But
want a God that says don't own people as property. But
well,
here, God clearly allows it. Says you can sell your daughter into slavery as well, and she shall not go out as the male slaves do.
but being in that perfect garden, like God said one thing, he said, don't eat from the knowledge of good and evil. Don't eat from that tree. But we were tempted by the serpent, disguised as, the devil disguised as a serpent, a snake. And we ate from that fruit. And that was the first sin. And so we were separated from God. And that's evident because when God came looking for us, he's like, Adam, Eve, where are you? We were hiding. And while we were hiding, we ended up coming out and we told God we're naked. And when you're naked, you're shameful, right? I mean, it can be shameful if I were to walk out of my community naked. But that's what sin does to you. It makes you shameful. It causes you to hide from God. Causes
Do you know what
separation.
sin is?
Hmm?
Do you know what sin is?
Sin is separation from God.
Sin is transgression of the law.
Okay?
You know it says that, right?
Sin is transgression of the law, which would be like the Ten Commandments. Is how I would take it? Because I'd read.
Well, there's over 613 laws. There's way more than 10.
Well, because I read the Old Testament in light of the New Testament. But we have this sin and we're hiding from God. And
How
he
did
kills
Adam
an
and Eve
animal.
sin, though, if there was no law to sin against at that point?
The law was don't eat from the tree.
It wasn't a law. God just told them not to eat the fruit.
Isn't
They
that
didn't even have a concept of good and evil. So, I mean, they wouldn't even have known that was a bad thing because they didn't have a concept that it was wrong.
well? We had everything, and we were led into this temptation, and temptation leads to sin. Like if you have a temptation to do wrong, and you act on it,
So,
well, that's
since
the
Adam and
sin.
Eve ate a fruit, you're saying that's why God allowed slavery?
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm getting at, there's a bigger picture here. And a lot of them old like laws and things in Leviticus, like that was already happening. Slavery was already happening then. And I mean,
Hmm.
like what
Well,
happened?
schmurder was already happening. How come he didn't regulate schmurder? He just said
Schmurder?
don't schmurder people.
Don't schmurder? What's that? Like
Yeah.
like murder?
Yeah, you can't say that, though. That's why I was saying schmurder,
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I can't say that.
because it's
Am I gonna be
TikTok.
canceled now or something?
The TikTok might cancel you.
Well, I think I'm not a big page or anything.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying. So schmurder was around. Why didn't God regulate that? He told people don't schmurder.
But what I'm getting at is this bigger picture. Like we sinned in the garden, and it was separation from God. And like you want this
So
stuff,
that's
you
what
want
made God
this
allow slavery?
relationship with God. You want a relationship with God the Father, because I mean,
I mean, I don't.
he has been awesome. He has done so much good. I mean, all the good in my life, I give all credit to him, and I believe that God is leading my path into the right direction. I believe that God is all right, and that he will do no wrong, and that he is the ultimate guiding light. And the Bible, I mean, it finds like because in this world you can come up with your own direction. You can make up your own rights and wrongs. You can make up your own moral, have your own values. But ultimately, this good book is a leading path, and it's written by
Well,
people
what's
who
so good about it? The God of this book is allowing people to own slaves, and he's having babies bashed to pieces, and pregnant women put to the sword. And
I'm glad
it
that you
seems
asked
pretty
that
horrible to
question.
me.
What's so good about our God? And well, that relationship with the Father is what we want, and sin causes that separation. So he
You want a
killed this
relationship
animal.
with a baby bashing,
No.
slave owning God.
So he killed this animal so that we could be close, that we'd hide our nakedness, and that we'd be able to have that relationship with the Father. See, and that's foreshadowing
You're
the
not convincing
forthcoming
me
of
God's
Jesus.
good here. That's what I thought we was talking about. I mean, you're just telling
I
me
will.
about the Adam and Eve story.
I will. I will convince you God is good. So, and that
How can
guy,
you be
guy
good
killed
but
this
do stuff
animal,
like this?
and he covered us, and we could have that relationship with the Father because now we're no longer naked, and that's
So
foreshadowing the
so
coming of
so
Jesus.
God is good because He gave you a
Jesus
leaf to go over your dong when you're naked.
Jesus was a good man. He did no wrong.
He's
He was
good because He
without
gave you
sin.
a loincloth to cover your nakedness.
He was without sin, and well,
I'm not even sure what you're talking about anymore,
he
man.
came so that our sins could be covered. He was the ultimate lamb. His bloodshed
I
covered.
got you. Yeah, thanks for coming up, man. But I'm not sure you're. I feel like you're just talking and you're not actually listening to anything I'm asking you or nothing. So, yeah, sorry about that, man. But we got to move on to somebody who's a little better at conversation here. All right. All right, let's try this. Got a ton of people on the queue. Maybe this was a better way to phrase the thing here. All right, let's try this one. Defender, are you there? Defender of Christ, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, almost disconnected you. Good time in there. So, are you over 18? Hello?
Wait.
I don't think somebody ain't paying attention or something. All right, let's try Francis here. Francis. That's funny. Let's try this one. What? Pick me. You might be getting picked there, buddy. Let's see. All right, let's try Ben's here. There?
I'll be quick because I agree. I agree with your stance, and we pretty much align from everything you've said so far. And that dude was totally dodging your questions, like just trying to like convert you and
You're
preach.
not a
Like
Christian, are you?
no,
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, man. We're just talking to Christians at the moment here. I appreciate you coming up to back me up, but try to keep the stage for more of the conversational stuff here. But yeah, you're right. He was just preaching there. Let's see. Let's try to bring up the next man. User, you're not loading in. I guess your signal's bad. I don't know what's happening there. Where we at in the algorithm here? That's look pretty good. Wait a minute. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, guys, what's up? Day 77 coming in. Day 77 in a row coming in. Well, we've heard that people were naked. God is good because He made them not naked. Anyway, the queue is now empty. Let's see. Who's on here? The queue is empty, so if you are a Christian and you're interested in this conversational topics here, come on up and holler at us. Thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that. Like your post. That's funny. Guys, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. All right. People's person, you wasn't. I'll tell you what. I'll give you another chance, but you're gonna have to stay on topic here, man. Good morning. Good morning. All right, we're gonna try the peoples again, but you gotta. Peoples.
Right. Well, I was trying to get. There's this bigger picture to it all, but ultimately,
Well, you're
Jesus
gonna have
was.
to get there real quick, 'cause it sounds like you're just telling the stories about how He gave them loincloths.
No, that's not it. It's that, Jesus covers our sins, that we're not perfect people, that we do wrong, and that we don't deserve that relationship with God, and that the only way that we can have that relationship
God
with the
don't deserve a
Father is through Jesus.
relationship with people. Look what he does to people.
Okay, so you're a former Christian. How could you say that Jesus is doing or God the Father, sorry, is doing these things?
Because the book says he's doing these things.
Like in the Old Testament?
Yeah, the Old and New Testament. It's the same God in both.
Hmm.
So do you just like get over the baby bashing and women raping and stuff like that just to worship the God anyway? Like, how do you get over that kind of stuff? Because it
Okay,
upset
I
me
guess
really bad when I learned this.
you learn this. Okay. So,
Well,
hey,
yeah.
I wish I was alongside a good friend of mine, James. He'd have you a lot of good answers. I'm sure that he could convert you back, because God is calling you. You have a divine purpose, and you have a higher purpose than this, you know. But
So he
I
would
don't
have a good reason why God's having women raped and babies bashed to pieces?
can can you where's that at again? I'm sorry, I'm not.
It's in a bunch of places. But my favorite one is Isaiah chapter 13.
And what does that read?
It says, whoever is found will be thrust through, and whoever is caught will fall by the sword. Their infants will be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses will be plundered, and their wives raped. See, I am stirring up the Medes against them, who have no regard for silver and do not delight in gold. Their bows will slaughter the young men. They will have no mercy on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes will not pity children. So this is God ordering the Medes to do all this to the Babylonians.
And Babylon, now wasn't that the people that were living in sin?
Babylon is the people that God used to enslave the Israelites. Then he punished Babylon for having been used in enslaving the Israelites.
So that was a community of sinners. Like that the whole Bible, like the Leviticus, like
He
people
said we're all sinners. We all deserve this.
No, that's not what I'm getting at here. I'm not. But if we
Well, you
continue
might as
down,
well get at it. It's what you're about to lead
no,
into.
it's not. It's not what I'm getting at. But
Yeah.
what I'm getting at is that okay, so if people continue down the path that they're going, that's the outcome. It's not that God is ordering this. He's saying, like, this is what's going to happen if you don't turn towards me.
No, God literally commands this to happen.
It was coming. I mean, it's the coming. Like Jesus,
No, he made it
the
happen.
book is
He
it's
says,
all
I am
about
commanding my
prophecy.
consecrated ones to execute my anger. So God is commanding them to execute his anger. And he has babies bashed to pieces and women raped and pregnant
What are
women run through and
consecrated
a bunch of
ones?
children slaughtered.
What are
Huh?
consecrated ones? What are
They're
consecrated
the
ones?
warriors, the army.
Hmm. See, I mean, there's obviously something wrong with that, like something majorly wrong.
Obviously.
Yeah, something
Yeah, no
majorly
shit.
wrong. Yeah, no, I agree
Yeah.
with you. Like it's not right, but
Yeah, it's God. There's something majorly wrong with this God.
No, it's not God. See, the devil is a deceiver
It is
above all
God
things.
because he's the one that's ordering this. It doesn't say Satan's ordering this. It says God is.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe that God ordered it. I feel
You
that
heard
it
what
would
I
be
just
more.
read, right?
I heard what you said, but
It says, I
in
myself have
translation,
commanded my consecrated ones. I have summoned my warriors, my proudly exulting ones, to execute my anger. They come from a distant land, from the end of the heavens, the Lord of the weapons and his indignations, to destroy the earth. Well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty. So where's
absolutely,
that destruction coming from?
I agree with I am that I am. You create your own heaven and you create your own hell. Like those
What are you
people
talking
went
about?
out.
This is God literally ordering this stuff to happen.
No, it's not God ordering it. That's where I disagree with you
Yes,
at.
it is. The day of the Lord, it says, well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty. Like, this is literally coming from the Almighty. Is God the Almighty?
Hmm. Well, I mean, I believe I can't. I would not say that my God would order something like that. I'd say that those people.
Well, your God clearly does, because I'm sitting here reading it to you that He is ordering this stuff.
No, not my God. Not my
Yeah,
God.
your God. Well, which God do you have?
My God is the Father. My God is the Almighty.
Well,
He
in
is the
verse
Alpha
9
and
here it
Omega,
says, "See,
the
the
beginning
day
and the
of the
end."
Lord is coming, cruel, with wrath and fierce anger, to make the earth a desolation and to destroy its sinners from it." This is definitely coming from God.
Yeah, I believe when that destruction comes, that we'll bring it upon ourselves.
This already came. Babylon was destroyed.
I believe it'll happen again. I believe it'll happen again. I mean, look into Revelations.
What about the time it already happened?
I'd say that those people brought it amongst themselves, that they did it to themselves. That's what I
So
have to
they
say.
bashed their babies to pieces.
I'd say something else was wrong. I don't know. I guess I'm not condoning it. I don't say that. I wouldn't say that God did that, but I'd say it was an act of the people.
It says, "I myself have commanded my consecrated ones." Who is I? Who commands things? Who is the Almighty?
And you'd also have to understand, like, it's translated. It's not. It's
Who's
not
the
an
Almighty?
exact. The Father's Almighty.
That'd be God, right? So who gives orders through prophets like Isaiah for this stuff to happen?
I'm sorry. What?
I said, who gives orders on the day of the Almighty for this kind of stuff to happen? Who orders this?
I don't believe it's God.
So who's
I mean-
commanding the Medes here? Who's stirring up the Medes against the Babylonians in this passage in Isaiah?
It'd
Does
have to be
Isaiah
Satan.
prophesy through Satan?
I'd
So
have to say
Isaiah's a
that.
prophet of Satan. Is that what you're saying? So that's
No,
what
I'm
you're
not
saying?
saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
exactly what you're saying. You're saying
No,
if this
there-
is Satan, you're saying Isaiah's prophesying for Satan.
No, there'd have to be works of Satan there. It wouldn't be God, is what I'm saying.
Oh, it says, "Well, for the day of Satan is near; it will come like destruction from the not mighty." That's got to be Satan, right?
It doesn't say that. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It
What
says, "Well, for the day of the Lord is near; it will come like destruction from the Almighty." Like, you're just. I have no idea why this isn't clear that this is coming from God to you.
because like I know my God, that's not right. And like that's not something that God
It
would
is
do.
this is your God. He does this
No.
a whole bunch of times.
It would. Okay, could you cite some other places in the Bible that would say something like that?
When I do, you gonna admit it's God finally, even though you know this is God already.
No, it's not God, not my God.
It is God. Who's the
Well-
Almighty?
My God's almighty.
Who's the Lord?
The Lord is Jesus.
Okay. Well, says, "Well, for the day of Jesus is near; it will come like destruction from the Father."
What are you? Are you? Is that like? Are you directly translating that? Because like,
Yeah, I'm reading it straight from Isaiah. So unless you're saying Isaiah is prophesying for Satan here, this is definitely from God.
well, I mean that's. I guess that's what I have to say to it. It wouldn't be God, but it would be the people bringing amongst themselves.
So you're just denying that God does this?
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be God. It's not God. Absolutely, I deny that.
It's absolutely God, and it says it's God. Like I've already asked you a bunch of times. Like I don't understand how you're still in denial about this. Like verse 9, "See, the day of the Lord is coming, cruel with wrath and fierce anger." Whose day is this? You've already answered like 10 times, so I don't understand why you're still denying it. But I guess I got all day if you do.
We just sit here all day. It's just like you get this large view of people
Well,
coming.
I keep asking you, I keep reading you verses, and you keep saying that's God, and then I'm saying who's doing this, and you're saying not God. So it's really, really strange.
Okay, well, let Francis be next. I'm not going to cast the pearls before the swine. I mean, just look into it a little
Oh,
more.
yeah, we got you. Yeah. You know this is your God. You know you don't give a shit. Your cognitive dissonance is unreal. Alrighty then. I guess we'll give Francis a try. Yeah, that's what it always turns into. Francis, are you there?
Hey, my brother.
What's up, man? Are you over 18?
Yeah. ×2.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right. So which
Now,
one of these? What do you want to talk about here?
I want to talk about your soul.
What about it?
Your soul. You in
That's
particular.
not a topic.
No one else. So there's 85 people in here.
My soul isn't a topic up here.
Yeah, it's all about you.
You have a topic you actually
Okay,
want to address?
I'll read it up. So it says, debate, conversate with a former Christian. Why does God do such horrible, unjust things like condoning slavery, commanding rape? Why doesn't Jesus actually fulfill any prophecy? Okay, so you obviously don't know your Bible. So I'll put it straight. Now, Jesus loves you very, very much.
What don't I know about the Bible?
I know you know your Bible, but the problem is
You
you
just
have
said
a
I
lot
don't
of.
know my Bible.
No, I said you. I know you know your Bible, but the
Oh, I
problem
thought you said I
is.
don't know the Bible.
No. I said you. I know you know your Bible, but the problem
Okay.
is you have a lot of pride. But the pride is generational. So the Bible says in Exodus 3:20 that I will punish three or four of the 3 or 4 generations of those who hate me. Now,
More
what that
like
means
10, but
is,
whatever.
yeah, it's continuous. I'll give you an example. So in Israel, there's 3 denominations. You got your Jews.
So you're
your
saying I'm a
Christians.
generational punishment?
We all are. We all are.
Oh, well, you know that
Now,
stuff went away with the new covenant, right?
no. So how the devil works,
Yeah,
he
it's in
works through.
Jeremiah 31. It goes away.
So
Yeah.
how the devil works, he works through generation, through bloodlines. So even though we are blessed through Jesus, right? So it's. I'll give you an example. Say if your parents had diabetes or dementia or what have you, that curse carries on to the next generation, right? So it's unless it
That's
is
not a
broken.
curse, my man.
See, you're
That's a
instilling
genetic
kindergarten.
disorder. Diseases aren't curses. Like,
Diseases are curses, my friend, my brother. So
I
you're
can't tell if you're being serious anymore, so
no,
we're
no,
gonna
no.
have to move on to somebody who's a little more competent here. I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, let's try this one. God's child, are you there?
Good morning.
Morning. You're over 18?
I'm 71, sir.
Damn, I hear you. Are you one of the Christians?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Cool. So which one of these topics you want to talk about today?
All right. Why does God order such horrible, unjust things like condoning slavery, commanding rape? Now, the prophecies I'm not going to touch. Why does God order such unjust things?
Yeah.
I assume you're talking about killing.
Well, that and slavery and grape and
Okay, I'll get to slavery in a minute.
Stuff, yeah. Okay.
But the killing. In America, we do have the death penalty. It's not to be cruel, but it's to protect others from the actions of cold-hearted people. And that's what God has ordered. Now, the cruelty that you're talking about is a man-made thing. That comes from people, not from God. He wants
What
what
about
his
when
people
God
destructed.
orders it
What?
to happen?
Excuse me? Say it again, please.
So what about when God is the one ordering the things to happen?
He's ordering the destruction of evil and bad things.
Yeah, he makes
He's not
proclamations and he
ordering.
says all the proclamations that I've ordered against this city I'm about to bring upon it. So if God basically orders one of these things done, it happens.
He ordered the destruction, didn't he? He
Yeah,
did not
it's
order
proclamations,
cruelty.
No, he did.
No, he ordered killing.
Well, he orders a bunch of different stuff. He orders, like in Jeremiah 19, he orders the Israelites to eat their own children in the siege. Then when he sieges Babylon, he has babies bashed to pieces and women raped.
Did he order it or say it would happen?
He ordered it.
He ordered it. I haven't
Yeah.
read the exact same thing you say, but I don't think he would order.
You want me to read it to you?
You can.
In verse 3 in Isaiah chapter 13, it says, I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. I have summoned my warriors, my proudly exulting ones, to execute my anger. They come from a distant land, from the ends of the heaven, the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole earth. Well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty. Like, he's literally ordering all this stuff to happen.
Yes.
It's a proclamation.
He ordered the foreign people to come in and destroy, kill the people he wanted to kill.
Yeah, he also ordered them to grape them and to bash their babies to pieces and to run pregnant women through with the sword.
He ordered the foreigners, the people coming in.
Yeah, the Medes.
The what?
In this case, anyway. He ordered the Medes in this case.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was using, just as we use chemicals for lethal injection or electricity to kill those that we need to protect society from, he used the medians to protect his people that he wanted to
No,
save.
he used the Medians to destroy Babylon, not to protect the Israelites.
Well, that's how he protected his people, was destroying Babylon.
By having their babies bashed to pieces and their women raped.
Okay. You remember the golden calf in the desert?
Yeah.
At the end of it, Moses said, whoever wants to worship the golden calf, go over there. People who want to worship God, come over here. And God, once they were separated, God opened up the earth and swallowed all the people with the golden calf. Not all Israelites or Jews are good people. And God wanted those people killed. That's why he had them come in and start killing folks.
You're supposed to say unalive for TikTok purposes.
Say that again, please.
You're not supposed to say killed. You're supposed to say unalive.
I'm sorry.
on
I
TikTok.
apologize.
That's all right.
Unalived. Unalive the people, you know.
Right.
TikTok's an idiot, but
Yeah, unaliving people is one thing, but when you have babies smashed to pieces in front of their parents and women raped and pregnant women run through with a sword, this is a little different. Like in America, when we put somebody to unalivement, it's done through like humane means. Like we don't allow cruel and unusual punishments here.
yeah.
But I would say having women raped and babies bashed to pieces is definitely cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay. Why did he specify the pregnant women and the babies?
I don't know. Sounds psychotic.
Okay. Do you ever use fly traps or roach traps or anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The innocent babies and stuff, he wanted to get them out of the situation. The people who chose cruelty he want to kill. But the innocent babies, God doesn't send innocent to hell. He will
but he
take them
bashes their
out
brains
before
out.
he will take them out before they learn from the parents.
Before
And
they
he
have a
will take
chance to
them to
use
heaven.
their free will.
Excuse me?
Before they have a chance to use their free will.
I guess that's kind of future in the debate, but before they have a chance to use their free will,
So you're
I think
saying
so.
it's justified that the babies got their brains bashed out because they might grow up without parents or they might be mean or something?
Well, they will grow up with their parents' influence. The parents will influence their free will. So does he let that happen, or does he save the innocent?
No, it destroys everybody here.
Yeah. And the innocents he would take to heaven with him to prevent them from being corrupted by...
He's destroying the wicked here. It doesn't make sense to say that the wicked babies go to heaven.
Well, they're not wicked
Otherwise,
when they're
it doesn't
innocent.
make much sense. Well, otherwise, it doesn't make much sense. Who would be bashing their brains out? Who'd just say, poof them out of existence or something?
Yeah.
A little more, something
And
a
we
little
have
more humane,
lethal,
maybe.
we have lethal injection, we have electricity, we have hanging to kill people. How are you going to kill someone?
You got,
I mean,
bashing. No, I appreciate you coming up, man, but you keep saying the K word there, and I got a warning for you. Oh, man, you have to say unalived. Sorry. I don't think that was going anywhere anyway. All right, well, who was next here? I think Cameron was, if Cameron's still here. Yes, we are not almighty. Whew, well, goodness gracious, huh? Oh, my. All right, well, let's try the next one. Kenny, you there?
What's up, Apostate 8? What should I call you?
Apostate 8's fine.
Alright, so...
Apostate, whatever.
Okay.
So, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Awesome. So, are you one of the Christians too?
Yeah, I guess. So I wanted to ask... Yeah, I go to church, so you could consider me Christian. So, I really wanted to conversate with you mostly. So I just want to ask, how long were you a Christian, and when did you leave?
Up until I was about 26 or 27 years old, and I left because the Bible's not true.
And
this God does horrible things to people.
Okay, yeah, because I too I was not I guess Christian for like 8 years. I left the church completely, became an agnostic and atheist, and then for some reason at 21 find myself back here at the same place. So I was just curious about
You used to be an atheist, you said?
Yeah, it was like agnostic atheist, or I thought I was agnostic, but now I think that I was just atheist.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
what was your favorite atheist argument to use on Christians when you were an atheist?
No, I wouldn't really like argue with them. I would just not believe in God and like think that science is the way. But so basically, my main question is like I agree. For me, the worst feeling things would be rape and I guess slavery. I really have no if God like commanded such things, I really don't have any good reason to. I don't think I would have a good reason to follow that God. And is that like the main reason why you left? Is that why?
It's a big part of it, yeah.
What's the? Is there like a main reason or no?
Well, just the whole book in general. Like, it's problem after problem. There's no reason to believe any of this is actually true. But if it was true, then it's a horror story, because the things God has done to people and children is beyond evil, I think.
Okay, I would say the main argument for me is that what Jesus is, I would say, is that Jesus is the reputation of good, and if you reject Jesus, you reject good.
Okay.
What do you think of that? Do you agree or disagree with that?
No, I disagree.
Why?
Because I think rejecting Jesus is good.
Why? What did Jesus do?
Because it's not true. He's
No,
not
but
Messiah. He was never even
okay,
anointed.
even if he wasn't
how can he
true,
be a Christ if he's
as
not
an
anointed?
idol, if you were to idolize him, like not be like a religious, like a Christian, quote unquote, like if you were to like idolize him, like people do the Buddha, like why would you like not? Do you think that's immoral too? Idolizing Jesus?
I don't think it's immoral, but I think what God does to people is immoral. I think the way he runs the universe is immoral, so I don't worship immoral gods.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but what about have you ever thought about like just Jesus? Have you ever thought about like just the New Testament? Because I know the Old Testament is like pretty wicked, but I actually haven't like fully read the Old Testament, but I know it's like a lot more wicked than the new one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, there's a lot more wicked stories in the Old Testament, but it's the same God that's in the New Testament.
Yeah, because God became
New Testament too.
Yeah, Jesus is the Word of God, and the Word became flesh, and that's what Jesus is. So, but I don't know. I guess faith is really just a feeling. That's how I feel. I've personally just come back like 2 months ago, but for me, everything has just made sense. That's all I got to say. Like as a youngin, that's just my opinion. Everything makes sense.
So you got over the horrible stuff that God does in the Old Testament because the New Testament isn't as bad?
The stuff in the old, my understanding of the Bible is,
yeah, I mean, like when you hear that God like made the Israelites eat their own children and he has a bunch of women raped and babies bashed to pieces, like how do you get over that and still worship this God?
My understanding of the Bible is I put more faith in I basically just put more faith in Jesus right now, and I'm still trying to understand that part. Like I know that was like my main, for when I was an atheist, for like my adolescent years, like that was like the main thing. Like I can't believe like rape, murder, slavery, all that stuff happens. But right now, basically it's like
so you just got over it?
No. That's not what happened. For me,
well,
it was,
you became a Christian, so something got you over it.
I guess, yeah.
If you knew about it beforehand, you know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to put into words right now. I guess I'm trying to put into words. It's kind of, it's basically esotericism. I don't know how to say the word esotericism. What do you think about that? I'm sure you've studied that.
I don't know how that has anything to do with. What does that have to do with it?
I can't really explain, but yeah, I was just kind of curious on your thoughts. But thank you very much for this conversation.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, goodbye.
Have a good one. Damn. I think he's going to review his beliefs there. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I hope he ran away to like reconsider this shit. He's like, hold on. I think he got me. You were never an atheist. Oh man, y'all funny. No atheist just becomes a Christian. Like you don't just abandon reason and be like, "Hey, Jesus." Oh man, that's funny. All right, let's try this next one here.
Hello.
Serenity. Hey, Serenity, are you over 18?
I'm 22.
Cool. Are you one of the Christians?
Hell no.
Oh, I hear you. Well, we're just looking to talk to Christians at the moment.
Oh, wait. Can I expose Jesus or Zeus real quick since they're listening?
Jesus or Zeus. No, I appreciate you coming up. We don't need anybody to expose Zeus, I don't reckon. We actually like Zeus, kind of. Like, we're into the expose. This is an exposed Yahweh channel. Or Allah sometimes, in rare occasions, but, you know. No. All right. All right. What does that say? Carlo. Carlo, you there?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? Are you over 18?
Excuse me?
Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 49.
Awesome, awesome. That's a good age. Are you one of the Christians? Thank you.
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Cool. So which one of these topics you want to talk about today?
No, I just a comment that you said that God ordered to eat their children, the Israelites eat their children, and I think you got it a little miscued there on how and what they're talking about historically.
Okay. What did I get wrong there?
Oh no. It all that is they're explaining when if you he's there it's actually explaining when you fall out of, how would I say, when you stop worshiping God and worshiping false idols, that is what will happen to you during sieges that will say the Philistine. I don't remember exactly, but they were explaining. They were saying, if you fall out of the grace of God, if you stop worshiping God during sieges, the famine will be so bad that you will have to eat your children. Not saying that you will do it, and they were saying you will do it secretly. You know what I mean? But he never said eat your children. No, it said if you don't, this is what will happen. It's kind of a precursor. Okay.
I don't understand. Did he say he's going to make them eat their children or not?
No, yeah, but you got to read the whole context. You got to read the whole thing, and so you got to understand that's okay. You know what? Sometimes people don't. You like. I mean, obviously, are you a spiritual person? It's
Not really.
obviously not.
Honestly.
But you got to understand that you know what I mean? It's just we're spiritual beings, all right? Spirituality highly reflects on our. If we're not spiritually sound, we'll have high anxiety. We'll have more diseases. How would I say? Not diseases. I'm sorry. Illnesses. High pressure and stuff like that.
Curses according to
Anxiety,
some.
depression, mental illnesses. Best, and that is directly nervous system or directly.
Sure, but what's this
attached.
got to do with God ordering them to eat their own children?
No, he never ordered them. That's what I'm saying. He never ordered them. He just
No, he
all he
definitely
was saying
does.
is,
Yeah.
you know what? If you don't follow me, it will be this bad.
No,
That's
he
all.
says,
That's all
I'm
I'm
going
saying.
to make you do this.
No, well, he's not like
I'll read it to you if you want.
gotta. Well, no, you gotta read the whole context. That's what he's saying. He's like,
I am reading it.
he's
The
talking about a
context says,
famine.
I'm going to read it verbatim, this line. It says, I will make them eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and all shall eat the flesh of their neighbors in the siege and in the distress from which their enemies and those who seek their life
In
afflict them.
the siege and the distress.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
God has Jerusalem.
He's not saying you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a precursor. He's not saying do it. He said this
He
will
is saying
happen.
doing it. He's saying, I will make them eat the flesh of their sons and the
I
flesh
will
of their
make
daughters.
them.
in the
Yeah,
siege.
I will make them.
I will make them, yeah.
Because he will abandon them, and there won't be no other thing. They will do it because of the famine. I mean, we can go tit for tat for words here. You got to understand that it's a translation from the Hebrew text, which Aramaic. Well, we got to understand that there's a lot lost in translation. You cannot just say, "Hey,"
What's lost there?
you know what I mean? No,
What's
you
lost?
got to you got to read it. You got to. No,
I am reading it.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to speak over you.
Also, I'm just saying I am reading it. I don't think I'm reading it out of context either. Like, God tries to warn them. He says, repent, you need to turn from your wicked ways or I'm going to do really bad stuff to y'all. But they persisted
Oh, are they
in
going
the
to do
bad,
that?
not keeping his laws and going to other gods. So God has Babylon destroy Jerusalem and enslave the Israelites. It's a punishment. But he literally says all this bad stuff that I'm saying is going to happen to you. He says, I'm going to make it happen. So he literally makes them eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters.
Well, everything happens in this world. You got to understand what free will is, okay? And we talk. You know what? That's okay. I'm just gonna ask you one question. If just per se, if this was real, God and the devil, what side are you? What you think you would be on?
Definitely the devil.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, you know what? And the devil, you know what I mean, represents what? Sound reasoning? Truth? No.
Well, the
No.
devil is only arguably
It's-
responsible for the maximum of 10 people's deaths in the entire Bible, where God clearly does way, way worse stuff than the devil does. In fact, I have a motto on this show. I always say, who needs the devil when you have God?
Well, I mean, what? No, you gotta understand. You gotta know. You gotta understand what is God's fault and what is humans' fault. You know, we chalk up way too much.
If God
We chalk
says,
up
I'm
way
going to
too
make
much
something happen
to
and it
God.
happens, is it his fault?
Now, he doesn't. If I decide to become president and I take over another country, is that God's fault? No, it's my
If
free
God
will
says, I'm going to make this happen and he does, it's his fault.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm just saying, I understand where you're coming from. I know you guys yeah, I mean, I don't mean to insult or anything like that. Don't take this the wrong
That's all
way.
right. I won't.
But you guys and TikTok that want to denounce Christians and stuff like that, you pick up these views or these talking points that are, you know what I mean? If you don't really understand what's going on and stuff like it, you can misinterpret it. And anybody would be a monster to defend God who, you know, talks about killing kids and eating kids. Your talking points are, you know what I mean? There's nothing I mean, it's indefensible. I understand.
Where'd I get my talking point?
Because that's your talking point. Yeah, that's most
Yeah, where'd I get it
people
from?
that denounce God is those are.
Where'd I get the
Yeah.
Where'd I get the talking point from?
Huh?
Where'd I get that
From the
talking
Bible?
point from? Oh, yeah, okay. So why does the Bible giving me talking points like this?
Okay, let me explain again to you. I mean, if you didn't understand, you got to
Oh, I guess-
understand. We got to read the Hebrew text to understand what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Historically, to really understand what is going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. I mean,
I could read
today's
Hebrew,
Bible
right?
is pretty watered down. That's all I'm saying.
You know I can
Okay.
read Hebrew, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, if you say so, I believe you. I believe you. I
Okay,
believe
so
you.
I read the Hebrew. Am I still taking it out
Okay,
of context?
you read the Hebrew. You understand contextual and everything like that. Well, then obviously, on the part of eating the flesh, you would understand that it's a he won't. And I mean, if this will happen, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
can you give us
I'll
an
let
example
your
of what the Hebrew's saying that I'm getting wrong?
huh?
Can you give us an example of what the Hebrew says that I'm getting wrong here?
Yeah. Well, you're saying that, and I'm telling you that textually, it's a warning. He said, you know, he never said eat your kids. No, he said if you know what I mean, you would
It says,
understand that.
I will make them eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of
Yeah,
their
but you're
daughters.
okay. Well, what does it say in Hebrew then? Obviously, if you're
That's what it says in Hebrew.
yeah, there you go. All right. Well, that's what it says in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, brother? You know what? You have a wonderful day. God bless. You keep doing you, brother, and I wish the best for you. Honestly, do what you got to do. And hopefully you prosper in your life and everything. You know what I mean? You know what? Bottom
Yeah.
line, I try. I don't judge. I try to be the best person I can because that's what God. That's what Christ. So you know what? If we at the end of the road, and you know what, and it's not, if God wasn't real, then you know what? Nothing happens. I go back to the nothingness that was. But what about if it is real? You know what I mean? I'm still trying to become a better person. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, say honestly, real Christians,
I have no
we
doubt
try
you're
to
better than
help.
this God. I don't think you
We
would ever
there's
do anything like this or own a slave or bash babies to pieces. Like, I'd prefer to worship you any day over this God.
Well, you know what I mean? Well, we got to understand that what we're worshiping, God is love, okay? And you got to understand how to discern what is God and what is free will, chalked up to free will and human nature, okay? And once we can chalk that up, you'll start understanding, at the end of the line, you know what? Um, I was like you. I was like you. I thought it was just opioid for the masses and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? Religion, come on, get it. I just thought it was stupid until God one day opened my eyes and I'm not spiritually blind anymore. And you know what? You can talk to Christians and they know. We listen to you and we kind of chuckle at your guys' talking points. We kind of chuckle, but because
You
you don't
chuckle at
understand,
me
you just
reading the
can't
Bible?
because you haven't
You
experienced.
chuckling
So
at me
we
reading the
understand.
Bible?
We understand you guys. We love you guys.
You
Do
don't
what you know
understand.
what I mean?
You don't understand your own book.
Huh? No, you know what I
You're
mean?
telling me I'm chuckling over talking points. I'm reading your book. I'm reading the words of your book, and you're telling me I'm chuckling with my own
Yeah,
words.
how you misinterpret it. How
What
you are
what did I misinterpret?
misinterpreting.
What have I misinterpreted?
Well, I just told you.
What
I
I get
keep
wrong?
telling you guys, But you know what? I appreciate you're very civilized. You know what? I like your style, cowboy. I like your style. I like how you operate. You know what? You're
Cowboy.
polite. No, because there's some that they heckle. You're an idiot. I'm just
Right.
totally, yeah. Just you know what I mean. Just honestly unwarranted. But you know what? I like it. You know what? You're cool. You're by yourself. You don't need a group of how would I say? You don't need like 2, 3 people there to
I prefer the
I don't
term
know
posse.
root you on. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like you know what? It's like some cholo.
Sometimes I
You
have
know
a
that.
posse though, just not today.
Oh well, man. Every once in a while, right? My posse's my
Yeah.
$2 and my wife.
Well, I got like one of my best friends on the channel here is a actual Hebrew scholar with a PhD from John Hopkins who actually wrote a book on Hebrew. So turns out I know the Hebrew pretty good.
Oh well, that's good. Well, you say hi to him for me.
Oh, he's probably here still, I think.
All right, brother.
Let's
Hey,
see.
I gotta go. I gotta jump in the shower. I gotta get the day going. But you know what, man? I,
Oh,
I
he's not
wish the
here.
best for you. Hopefully, we can talk again, brother.
Yeah, back at you, man. Have a good one. All right. Well, W for Carl there. He wasn't. I don't know what he W'd, but they give it a W anyway. Shit. It's a participation W. Participation W. All right. Well, I think I'm really liking the way this is turning out today. The way I phrased this. Like it's funny how you change a few little things in your wording structures, and it makes sends the course a little bit different. I'm digging it though. I'm digging it. Hope y'all are as well. Give him a W in the fuck. Oh shit. Oh man, that's funny. That's fucking funny. That's funny. All right. I actually started feeling a little better now. My stomach was feeling weird this morning. I ate a little biscuit before I got started. And I just felt really unsettled. I was like, man, I don't even, almost didn't even do the stream, but I'm glad I did now. Oh, we can't miss day 77 in a freaking road. Can't stop this train. This train's got to roll on for at least 100 days. Like after 100 days, I might get a little more inclined to take a day off. But I mean, I don't know, y'all. Like, I feel like we're like power balling through this shit. Day 77. I don't know if I'm crazy or cool for that. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know which one it is. It's one of the two. Who the fuck does this for 77 days though? Like, man. All right. God's sword. You know what? I almost brought you up, buddy, but I can't do it. You're gonna get you got a potty mouth. You'll get the live flag, so I can't bring you up. You're not cool, man. All right, let's try this one. Fax, are you there?
Yeah, brother, I'm here. Morning.
What's up? What's up? Morning. You're a Christian, ain't you?
I'm a follower of Jesus and Yahweh. I sure am. I don't classify
Oh, okay.
within the mainstream religion, but
No.
so
Well, which one of these topics? What you want to discuss today?
well, just something you said. You was talking about Psalms 139 or 137, wasn't you? About bashing earlier with another guest about
that's not
smashing the
from
baby's
Psalms.
heads.
It's a different baby smashing passage. It's a different time God does that.
Well, you brought up 139 or 137, one of them when we've talked too.
No, this is from Isaiah 13. I'm saying this is a different baby bashing passage.
I know, but you've talked about this
God
one before with me too, because you considered it a command. You consider it a command, and I believe it's more of an interpretation problem for you.
No, it says,
because
I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. I have summoned my warriors, my proudly exulting ones, to execute my anger. So, like, God is literally saying He commanded it.
Hold on, 137, 8 through 9. That's where we've been before.
I'm not in that.
I know, but we've been there before. And last time I told you it was an interpretation problem, and you cut me off and kicked me out.
That's because you started talking about evolution out of nowhere.
No, I started the conversation with evolution, my man. So, well, you said 137 was a command of God to bash the baby's heads against the rock.
No, Isaiah chapter 13.
Well, I'm talking about Psalms.
I don't know why. That's not what I'm talking about. I told you that's not what I'm reading from.
Okay. So, whose babies is he smashing against the rock?
The Babylonians.
Okay. Not the Jewish people. Not the Israelites. Correct?
No, not this time. No.
Okay. So why is it saying that? Now, did he command it, or was this what people wrote in lamenting?
It says, I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. So if he's prophesying through Isaiah, he's commanding this through the prophet Isaiah.
Okay. Did it happen?
Yeah.
So they did. So it happened. Now, what do you say? Would you say the Babylonians was bad or good?
They weren't any worse than anybody else.
What do you mean? They'd done the same things multiple times over and over and over. So I know for TikTok stuff. So would you say Schmittler was a bad person or a good person?
Bad one.
A bad one. So if God had commanded for him to be took out, would have been bad or good?
It'd have been good in the sense he would have saved 6 million people.
Okay, so the Babylonians did this multiple times over and over and over.
Did what?
We're just destroying society for the Israelites.
Where does it say that?
History. You can look in the history book.
What history book?
Any of them you want to.
Bro, I can't take that pounding. You're going to have to get away from that.
Well, I still got to work too, brother.
Well, you're going to have to holler back after work or something. We can't sit here and listen to that.
You going to be on after work?
Probably not.
Oh. Well, I'm sure I'll catch you. You see me plenty of times.
That's just way too loud, man. That's not going to work for anybody. Sorry. Anyway, I figured you was talking out of your behind there anyway. It's in a history book. I don't think so, man. Serenity must have been an accident. That wasn't a Christian. Richie is a Christian, but not very an ops Christian. So what it? think he's working. He's shoeing horses or something. Oh, I don't know what was going on there. Either that or it was his shackles while he smashed rocks with a large hammer. I don't know what was going on. That was way too loud, though. Dang. All right, well. Alrighty. Oh, well, the queue's empty. So, if you are a Christian and you want to have a good old conversation about this good old stuff up here, that would be great. It's been a cool day so far. We already had a couple folks have to go because they figured out they was casting their pearls before swine. So I can't do this. I got to get out of here. I'm throwing too many pearls here before the swine of an atheism. Well, all right. Well, it's been a little over an hour, so guess we'll have to give it. Oh man, too many pearls. Yeah, too many pearls. Sometimes you just can't get past the words here. Sometimes you can have extreme cognitive dissonance in what these words mean. But you can only have it read to you so many times before you're like, I'm casting my pearls here. It's time for me to go. Got to get out of here. 8, apostate. My name's Jesse. You go. Some people just ask me that weird. I don't want to tell them my name just because they asked me or something. I don't know. I don't know where I'm getting that from. But yeah, I'm Jesse. 8's fine. Most people just call me 8. Most just call me the ape. It's kind of really strange emissions. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, if you're a Christian and you want to talk, come on up. The queue is wide open now. Been on for well over an hour and it's been talking to somebody the whole time. But it's empty now. Oh, that must be a new feature on the thingy. That's neat. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Hello. Day number 77, her. Debate, conversate. Changed it up just a little bit today for day number 7. Changed it up a little bit. It's not by Jesse. I'm your ape. Well, we got one in here, so let's try this one. Maybe this will be a... Y'all funny, stop it. Michael, you there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy? Are you over 18?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're over 18?
Yeah, I'm 25.
Cool, that's a good
Yes,
age.
sir.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Cool, so which one of these topics you want to talk about today?
Let's do Jesus. Did Jesus actually fulfill any prophecy?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't think he did. So like Matthew, in the first 2 chapters of Matthew, he gives out 5 prophecies from the Old Testament. He quotes explicitly and says Jesus fulfilled these prophecies. But if we just go read them, the context don't have nothing to do with Jesus in any case. Some of them's not even there, in fact, and some of them aren't even prophecies. What would you think about that?
I don't really know what I would think about that. I just know what, prophecies he did fulfill, really, like even in today and time.
Oh, well, can you show us one?
Well, the rebirth of Israel as a nation, he predicted that 2,000 years ago, and it came to life in 1948.
Well, what happened when that prophecy came true?
I mean, they just returned to their land.
Who did?
The Israelites.
The Israelites all returned to their land in 1948?
I mean, Israel became a nation again. So, I mean, I would assume so. I mean, they came back together.
Well, I mean, well, there's still a
and
bunch
that
of
lines
Israelites
up with
everywhere
Bible
else in the
prediction.
world.
You said what?
Well, I don't understand what that fulfilled. Like, what happened when Israel became a state in 1948? Like, what exactly changed?
Oh, nothing really changed. I mean, Israel.
So when a Bible prophecy comes true, just nothing really happens. It's just happened. Are you there? I think the signal's really. Oh, yeah, you got a really, really bad signal, man.
That's just one of the things Jesus said would have to happen before his return, and that's one of them.
Well, how come Jesus didn't return in 1948 then?
Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure things still have to happen before he returns.
Like what?
The Antichrist has to reveal himself. That hasn't happened yet. There's a bunch of things that has to happen.
Oh, so how exactly did Jesus fulfill a prophecy about Israel being made into a state?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jesus said there will be wars around Israel. I mean, I know there has kind of always been wars around Israel, but yeah.
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 Well, I mean, I'm looking for one that Jesus fulfills himself.
I got you. I mean, Jesus said there would be, false prophets and teachings. I mean, when I look on TikTok, that's all I see.
So Jesus fulfilled a prophecy about false prophets?
Yeah, and he said it would get worse, towards the end times.
Yeah. Well, can you show us a prophecy Jesus himself actually fulfilled, that Jesus was supposed to fulfill?
I mean, I can look. Pretty sure I could find a couple. You probably know one yourself.
No, I don't think Jesus fulfilled a single prophecy in the Bible. Not a one. I don't even know how he got his name. Christ means anointed, which is a Greek translation of the Hebrew word Messiah. That means an anointed king. But Jesus was never a king of anything, so I don't even know how he's called to Christ if he was never anointed.
I think that's just modern day religion talk.
What do you mean? The name Christ is just religious talk?
No, Christ is, I just think that's what, us Christians gave him the name. You get what I'm saying?
Well, Christ is a translation of Greek from the word Messiah. Christ is Messiah in Greek. It means the anointed one. And the Greek Septuagint uses the word Christ for at least 30 times for other people. So you would essentially be saying like Cyrus Christ came in Isaiah 45. That don't sound right, does it?
Nah, I don't really know any. I just really know Old Testament prophecies that Jesus fulfilled. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can you give us one?
Oh yeah. But I can't prove these. Like, no one can prove them besides like the writings of the Bible.
Yeah, well, let's read the Bible and see if the Bible proves it. Because I think the Bible proves that he don't fulfill any of these.
Okay, he was born of a virgin.
All right, where's that from?
That's in Isaiah 7:14.
That's right. Let's read it real quick. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Look, the young woman is with child and shall bear a son and shall name him Emmanuel.
Yep.
So Jesus fulfilled a prophecy about a young woman that is with child in the time of Isaiah?
Yeah, and Emmanuel which means God with us.
Was Jesus named Emmanuel?
No, he was named Jesus.
This says this child's going to be named Emmanuel.
Yep. But there's a story about that Mary didn't want him to be named Emmanuel, so she named him Jesus.
Well, to be Emmanuel, you have to be named Emmanuel. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, if you read the actual context of Isaiah chapter 7, this don't have anything to do with the Messiah. This is about the Assyrian invasion into Judah. This is one of my big problems with Christianity here is the New Testament is saying Jesus is fulfilling prophecies like these, but if we actually just go read them, there's immense problems with all these. Like contextually, this don't have anything to do with the Messiah. It doesn't say Emmanuel is going to be a Messiah. It doesn't say Emmanuel is going to do anything. It just says his name's going to be Emmanuel. And by the time this child knows how to tell right from wrong, the two kings attacking King Ahaz are going to have their lands deserted. So I just think it's really strange that the New Testament is saying Jesus is fulfilling a prophecy that don't have nothing to do with Messiahs or anything of the sort, actually.
Yeah, I got you.
You don't think that's weird?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that's weird. I just think that we I don't know. Instead of just reading the Bible, I feel like we just have to study it and keep all things at hand.
Well, I mean, sure, but I mean, we can just sit here and read all the prophecies like this you want, and Jesus isn't going to fulfill a single one of these. Some of them's not even in there, so I don't even know where they're getting this stuff from.
I mean, yeah.
You want to give me another example?
Even when Jesus was crucified, in Psalms 34:20 it says he protects all his bones, not one of them will be broken. In crucifixion back in the day, they would break their victims' legs, but in John 19:33 they didn't. None of his bones were broken or his legs weren't broken. And that's just like a foreshadow.
That prophecy.
Huh?
Sounds like he didn't fulfill that prophecy either.
How is that? If his legs weren't broken, or none of his bones were broken?
Didn't you say in the prophecy it says his bones will be broken?
No, it says no bones will be broken.
Oh, okay. Well, none of my bones are broken. Did I fulfill that prophecy?
No, but you're not Jesus.
Oh.
And you didn't get crucified on the cross when they would actually break your legs.
What'd you say that was from? Psalm what?
Let me look back now. It's from Psalms 34:20.
Psalms 34:20.
And if you look it up, it says crucifixion often involved breaking the victim's legs. And in John 19:33, it said they did not break his legs.
Says he keeps all their bones, not one of them will be broken. Where does it say anything about crucifixion there?
I think that is just pointing towards crucifixion. Because, do you get what I'm saying? I think it's none of them. I think that was just foreshadowing crucifixion there.
Well, I mean, how do you get crucifixion from this?
Because in crucifixion, if you look it up, when they used to crucify people, they used to break their victims' legs.
This just says he keeps all their bones. Not one of them will be broken. It's saying he keeps all their bones.
Mine says he protects all his bones.
So there's a prophecy about Jesus protecting his bones?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't break his legs during crucifixion.
I've never heard of leg breaking for a crucifixion.
Yeah, I mean, I have, but yeah.
Well, I mean, either way, this isn't reading anything like what you seem to be describing here. Verse 20 and what I'm reading says, he keeps all their, Their, like ownership. It says he keeps all their bones. Not one of them will be broken. Evil brings death to the wicked, and those who hate the righteous will be condemned. The Lord redeems the life of his servants. None of those who take refuge in him will be condemned. I mean, I don't understand where the crucifixion and leg breaking.
No, I think that's just, I'm not like quite sure if it is pointing, to the crucifixion or not, but that's just what I got out of it. Because I've read that
I'm just not saying it. Like Psalm 34, it says of David when he feigned madness before Abimelech, so that he drove him out and he went away. Is the title of that psalm. So I mean, I think you're going for a real far stretch to say this is about crucifixion or Jesus or his legs not being broken. Because that's reading totally different from what I'm saying.
No, I might be stretching it, but
well, there's 2 down. You got another one?
I mean, yeah,
There's 4 prophecies in Matthew chapter 2 alone that Matthew's saying Jesus fulfills.
And could you say those?
Yeah, well,
you said Matthew chapter 2.
Yeah. Let's do the last one real quick. So in the very last prophecy that Matthew quotes, it says, "But when he had heard that Archelaus was ruling in Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. And after being warned in a dream, he went away to the district of Galilee. There he made his home in a town called Nazareth, so that what had been spoken through the prophets might be fulfilled. He will be called a Nazarene." So Matthew is quoting a prophecy there and saying prophets are saying there's a prophecy about somebody being called a Nazarene, right?
Mm-hmm. And Jesus was called the Nazarene.
Well, he was from Nazareth.
Yeah.
So can you show us where there's a prophecy in the Old Testament about somebody being called the Nazarene?
No, I can't. I don't think there is a prophecy that someone being called the Nazarene.
You're right. There's not. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no, at least I don't think there is.
Yes. So why is Matthew making up prophecies about Jesus?
I have no idea.
I think I got a pretty good idea.
What is that?
I think it's because they want this to be about Jesus, and they want Jesus to be somebody that he's clearly not. So they're making up stories about him to convince people that Jesus is this Messiah from the Old Testament, but they're doing it quite dishonestly.
Yeah. I mean, Matthew 2:1 does also say that Jesus was going to be born in Bethlehem. He was born in Bethlehem.
Right.
And in Genesis 12:3, it indicates all nations will be blessed through Abraham's lineage, and Jesus is a descendant of Abraham. That fulfills that promise.
You have to come from the line of David. That's what that Bethlehem prophecy you're saying in Matthew chapter 2 there? The one about being born in Bethlehem?
Yeah.
Well, here goes prophecy number 4. It says, "But you, O Bethlehem of Ephrathah, who are one of the little clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to rule in Israel, whose origin is from old and from ancient days." So this doesn't say Bethlehem is a clan. It says Bethlehem is a town. It says it's a clan. So the prophecy.
Where did they say that at, Matthew?
Yeah, it's in he's quoting Micah chapter 5.
Oh yeah, Micah. Yeah.
And it says, "But you, O Bethlehem of Ephrathah, who are one of the little clans of Judah, from you shall come forth me one is to rule in Israel." So just from a simple read here, you got 2 major problems right off the bat. first of all, this doesn't say Bethlehem is a town. It says it's a clan. So you have to come from a clan of Bethlehem. And also, you have to rule in Israel, which Jesus never did. So Jesus wasn't from the clan of Bethlehem, and he certainly didn't rule in Israel. So it just seems like another prophecy taken out of context and filled.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it states that he will be born in Bethlehem, though, but...
No, it says, but you, O Bethlehem of Ephrathah, who are one of the little clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to rule. This is literally just saying, if you don't come from the line of David, you're not this Messiah, and you have to rule in Israel. Which Jesus didn't do either one of these.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't.
Which one did he do?
I mean, you cleared that up.
Oh, you're saying he didn't?
Nah, he didn't. Nah, you cleared that up.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've read 4 prophecies now, and Jesus hasn't fulfilled a single one of these.
Yeah. What about the resurrection? Psalm 16:10, suggesting that Jesus will not see one decay.
We'll see one what?
He won't see one decay, like his body won't decay because he rose from the dead, his resurrection. In Psalm 16:10, that the Holy One will not see one decay. I think that's
Psalm 16. Never heard this one before.
Yeah, I think it's talking about. I'm pretty sure it's talking about his resurrection. I mean, that's what I got out of it when I was reading it.
So Psalm 16, the song of trust and security in God, a Miktam of David. And you said verse 10?
Yeah.
This says, for you do not give me up to Sheol, or let your faithful one see the pit.
Psalm 16:10.
Yeah. Yeah, this is David saying, you do not unalive me, basically. It's saying you're keeping me alive.
Hold on. Yeah, dude, I was up here before, so I just wrote down, some prophecies, because I didn't have none.
It still don't sound like you have any quite like it.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard.
It should be easy, though, shouldn't it?
It should be. It should.
So are you an atheist yet?
Nah, man. Nah.
Well, how many failed prophecies of Jesus and baby bashings do I have to show you before you realize something's wrong here?
I don't know. I guess that's what you did, ain't it?
Yeah.
You went to studying and didn't like what you saw, and then you converted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, why is it that Matthew... We've went through nearly every prophecy in the first 2 chapters of Matthew already, and Jesus doesn't fulfill a single one of these. One of them's not even in the Bible. The other one's completely twisted out of context, and the other one's twisted out of context too.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is just problem after problem. It seems like, with not a single solution.
I feel like the whole Bible is a lot of problems, man.
Yeah. Well, you're really cool. So like, we want you on Team Atheism. Like, you're not one of the assholes. We want to stay a Christian. So.
Yeah.
So we got to get you on Team Atheism here. I like your spirit, or at least get you out of Christianity, because this is ridiculous, man. Like, you shouldn't have to come up here and talk to one of us heathens and just read failed prophecy after failed prophecy, and then God's having babies bashed to pieces and women raped. Like, so far, there's not a single redeeming quality in this book that I can tell.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's not rough if you're not in it, because you don't have to defend this crap.
Yeah, it's just hard to, like not believe in something, because I know this is like crazy to say, but like if it is true, then I'm gonna burn in hell for eternity. Like if it is true, you get what I'm saying?
Well, if it is true, I'll be there with you. But if it is true, it's awfully weird that none of it seems to be true.
Yeah, I get what y'all are saying.
Usually, true stuff, is pretty blaringly true. Like if this guy was literally a Messiah and all this stuff was true, there should be some sort of truth to stand on here. But it seems like every truth in this book is failing miserably so far.
Yeah. Yeah, like even
I mean, it sucks when you finally admit it. I was just kind of pissed off. I was mad at myself.
Yeah, because if you look back into it, there.
Yeah, he's not saying anything profound at all. Like predicting the destruction of the temples, nothing profound if you really think about it. It's just been, you can read the political atmosphere. Like it was Rome. Like, of course, if you pissed them off, they were going to destroy your temple. Like there's nothing profound about that. And the writings in the Sanhedrin, they were predicting the temple to be destroyed before Jesus came along anyway. So it wasn't even unique to Jesus. They already thought the temple was going to be destroyed before Jesus even showed up.
Yeah. Yep. Well, man, you got me today. I'm gonna go back studying and see if I can't get you one day.
Cool, man. Sounds good. When you need advice
man, it was
for
nice talking to you.
how to do atheisms right, just holler at me and we'll let you know.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Okay. Oh man, well, yeah, that was a W for the guest. I agree, Eric. Absolutely. W's in the chat for the guest on that one. That was basically a live deconstruction almost, I think. There's no like, come on, man. Like, how many, it's like I said, like, how many prophecies do we got to sit here and read that we watch fail in real time before people just say, like, all right, something's bad wrong here. I'm going to have to, this isn't right. Something's not adding up about this book here. Like, the God of all love and all mercy seems to be a giant piece of shit. And all these prophecies Jesus fulfilled didn't seem to be getting fulfilled. And all these facts that the Bible giving out about history and science don't seem to be lining up either, man. It gets pretty rough out there. Y'all know it? It's pretty rough out there. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Man, we have Jennifer, thank you so much. The queue is empty, so if you have some gifts, now's definitely the time to do them. We're gonna try to. I still got a little bit, not real long, but we're rolling on today. I think I'm liking how this is playing out up here. The word structure here, so it's slightly less contentious, but you still have the word in there, so you can still kind of press it, but back off when you need to. I think it's a good way to phrase it here, so it's really good. I like how this is turning out better than, like, we haven't had any problem getting straight up. Zipzop, thank you, buddy. Hey, if y'all don't follow Zipzop too, he's got an awesome life. He does as well. He's down here in the comments right there. Mr. Zipzop, the wise one. Y'all follow Mr. Zipzop, the wise one there. We appreciate you, Zipzop. And let's see here. What did we get at? Oh shit. Guys, thank you so much. Gifts are definitely the best way to support the channel because it's money and TikTok tends to like that, so it does help. But please don't think that's all you can do to support the channel. Just being here is great support of the channel, and it's greatly appreciated. But just tapping the screen, throwing a comment every now and then, reposting, sharing the live, stuff like that, all support the channel immensely, and they are greatly appreciated. A lot. Greatly appreciated. A lot. Thank you all so much. This channel is growing like crazy. I say it all the time now. Error, thank you. Error's the fucking man, y'all. Shit. Thank you, Error. Good Lord, y'all are awesome. It's also amazing how much that TikTok keeps. Good Lord. Then again, we want TikTok keeping it right now because they my priority at the moment is definitely growing the channel, and I would like to make a living doing this one day. So I definitely appreciate the monetary support. My industry is getting rough out there. Let me tell you, that's for damn sure. I'm gonna have to supplement some of this here to make a damn living for long. Shit. Got something in my shirt, sorry. Anyway, if you are a Christian and you want to talk to us, request on up. I've still got a good 15 or 20 minutes. We can be on live today. So, shit, I appreciate that, Zach. I hope so. I haven't even hit the level where I can be monetized yet by TikTok. So everything I've made so far is just from the generous contributions of the viewers. So that's pretty fucking awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's move it on.
Yo,
Kenny?
I'm back.
Oh, what's up, man?
All right, bro. Basically, so I just want to share how I and why I came back to following Christianity. Basically, there's like one truth that I know, and that is not pretty much everybody can distinguish between good and evil. So I started with myself, and then I tried to eliminate and like discern like all the good and evil that was happening in my life, and that's why I came back to Christianity. And that's like,
well, how'd you get over the evil stuff God is doing? That is what we're really curious about.
yeah. So, how I would put it today is like, oh, okay, this is so tough. Okay, I didn't prepare for this part, but basically, that's how I'm able to make sense of even the bad stuff that's happening today through all the bad stuff that I was doing in my life. So, for an example,
was you bashing babies to pieces?
No, definitely not. For example,
okay, good.
When you sin, the concept is that you like go further away from God, and then like you feel God's love and God's grace less. So I didn't like necessarily consciously try to eliminate the sin at first. I just or to try and get God's grace at first. I just tried to limit the sin at first, and then that's when I started feeling God's grace, and then oh my gosh, I don't know, man. It's hard to talk about. Basically, what I'm saying is like the reason why detectives and like police officers and judges are able to like look at a case, look at the pictures, photographs, and videos of like the most horrific like crimes that ever happened, like to like like these serial unalivers, is because they started
like
within
babies
themselves.
Being bashed to pieces and women raped.
Yeah, all that stuff. They start within themselves. Yeah. They like discern like all the sin away from their lives, and that's how they're able to deal with the evil that's going on today. That's how I would explain like how today the evil that's going on today is dealt with, like the good in the world that's going on right now. So if the evil in this world that's happening right now is being able to be processed by even people even good people that are alive today. That's how it's been happening like all throughout history, basically.
I still don't understand how you got over God doing evil stuff.
Yeah, so I'm actually okay, so I'm starting to read the Bible and I'm actually not over the part like I read like 10 pages of Genesis. I'm at the part where Abraham cucks his wife to the Egyptian pharaoh. He sleeps with Sarah. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? So I stopped reading the Bible. The Old Testament at least.
So you
and
made
like right now I'm
so
just
you made it
focusing on the
10
New
pages
Testament.
in.
Yeah,
You
he
stopped.
cucks his wife to the pharaoh. In the old in like the 10th page or like the 12th page. I don't know.
Bro, just give this mess up and come be an atheist. Come join us in reality, and you don't have to defend this
Become an
nonsense.
atheist. Okay, let me ask
Yeah.
you this: Do you think the top like most powerful people in the world are atheists?
I have no idea.
They're not. They're not.
I don't know any of the most powerful people in the world.
That's true. So you only like believe what you see.
I believe what can be shown to be true.
Okay, do you think Donald Trump is the most powerful person in the world?
No. I think he's a corrupt sack of shit.
You think he's corrupt? Okay, well,
He's a corrupt sack of shit. He's a lying motherfucker. Every word that dribbles out of that lying asshole's mouth is a lie.
That's actually kind of crazy that you say, but let's just like he has like the access to like the nuclear codes, like he could just like wipe out like as many humans like he wants, right? He has access to that?
No.
No? You don't think that's true?
No. No, he can't just run over and launch nukes by himself. No.
Hey, that's true. So you know that it's like the federal agencies that do that, right? Do you think they're atheists?
Sure. So
yeah,
I mean, what's the? I don't know, man. Like either way,
okay, it's either
this
them or
isn't
Trump.
getting
Like
you away from
someone
God being
controls the
evil.
nuclear codes. It's either them or Trump. Do you think they're atheists? Do you genuinely believe that in your heart?
I have no idea. What difference does it make?
It does, because what I'm trying to say is that atheism is a lie being sold to people in the middle class. All the richest and all the poorest people
What's a
are
lie
religious.
about it?
What do you think about
Okay,
that?
what's a lie? What are we lying about?
No, it's a lie that's being sold. I'm not saying that you're lying. I think that you're in a state of like
Well, you said it's a lie. So what's the
misunderstanding.
lie?
The lie is that
Where's
God
the lie
doesn't
at?
exist.
That's not a lie. God is a figment of people's imagination, and nobody can show him to be anything other than that.
Well, okay, so what's something that like you know for sure? And that's like not your
What do you mean?
imagination.
What do you mean? Something that's true?
Yeah, what's the thing that you think is like what's something that you think is true?
I think a lot of stuff are true.
Like what?
Like the sun's hot.
Yeah, I think okay, this is gonna be a crazy take. Like I said, esotericism. I think the only thing that is true, or like one of the only things, is the distinction, the human ability to distinct good from evil.
I mean, okay. So you can clearly see that this God in this book's evil then, right?
It feels evil. I'm not gonna lie. I'll concede that it feels evil. I know,
You would be correct,
but
sir.
it's very confusing because it feels evil. But then for some reason Jesus is pure. It makes no sense to me. That's like I just came back to Christianity. I told you last time I was on, like 2 months ago, and it's very confusing.
It is confusing because it's a confusing religion with incoherent and illogical stances on reality.
Yeah, but like you're not even sure about your own reality, which is why you're doing this. But that's like besides the point. But I just know
Sure, this
that the
God's a piece
God
of
in the
shit.
Old
Nobody
Testament,
should worship it.
you know, parts of it, like, but how often, like, are you sure of it though?
I'm positive this God's awful because I can sit here and read a bunch of awful stuff that God does. Nobody should worship this God. It is absolutely an evil, narcissistic barbarian of a deity.
Okay, I'll give you that. And then what would you say about Jesus?
What about him? He was just a delusional guy from the first century. He's been dead for 2,000 years.
So, like, the way the New Testament depicts him, it's not good. It's not pureness.
I don't think so.
No. Why do you reject it? It has to be because he never like. What's the sin that he committed?
Jesus says you have to keep the law of God to get to heaven, and if you want to keep these laws, well, first of all, it's illegal in America to keep these laws, but if you want to keep them, I mean, good for you. But I'm not. I don't like these laws. I don't like this God. Like this is all evil to me.
Okay, from my understanding, the idea is that the New Testament's like a new covenant. Like what Jesus says is like he's the beginning and the end. He's the Alpha and Omega. What he says is the only like law that really matters. So do you think that his laws are bad?
What law did Jesus say to keep?
I don't know. I don't read
to keep all the laws, all the commands of God. That's how you get to heaven.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I guess
he says it on the Sermon of the Mount. He says, "For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth pass away, not one letter, not one stroke of a letter will pass from the law until all is accomplished." He's saying you have to keep this law better than the only to enter the kingdom.
The only way to counter that argument, the only way for like someone to counter that argument, I would say, is to say that that Jesus only kept the good laws. Do you think that or no? Do you think that's true or no?
No, he chastised the Pharisees in Mark chapter 7 for not putting their disobedient children to unalignment as per the law of Moses. You don't think it's okay to put disobedient children to unalignment, do you?
What do you mean he chastised them?
He chastised them.
Like, does that mean
he got
like,
onto them? He said, "Y'all are mean. This is bad. I condemn y'all for this."
Can we go back just a hair? Hold on. Can we go back just a hair? Because the New Testament is not what the New Covenant is, sir.
Okay, well, I'm not.
Yeah, that's
true. I'm not really here to debate. I'm here to like.
No. We're just having a discussion, sir. This isn't a debate.
Yeah.
But you said you brought up the New Covenant, sir, but that's not what the New Testament is.
No, I got you, but you're very like I'm not trying to say that's
sir.
like I'm not trying to say that's what it is. I said before I said that, I said from my understanding, like the New Testament's like a new covenant.
No, it's not though.
Okay, and educate me. I'm open ears.
The New Covenant is when the law of God would no longer be written on parchment; it would be written on man's heart, and no longer would the law of God be taught.
Perfect. So that's Jesus. That's the New Testament.
Nope. It's in Jeremiah 31, the Old Testament.
But
sir, that's the Old Testament.
Sir, is the law of God still written
incarnate in Jesus?
Sir, is the law of God still written on parchment?
No, it was written on Jesus.
It's written in books all over the world.
Yes.
And it's still taught.
Yes.
Yeah, this is saying that it would be something that would be known inherently by all people.
I think that your heart is open to good things. That's why this guy's like hates like rape and unalignment and slavery.
That's not what the New Covenant is, sir.
Okay, say it again. Say the New Covenant again.
Yes, it's when the law of God would no longer be written on parchment, nor would it be taught, that it would be written on man's heart. And it would be inherently known. That's why it no longer has to be taught.
Okay, I'll slow down. So I'll argue that, Jesus' love is inherently known.
Sir, come on.
Why do you disagree?
Not everybody knows about Jesus or Jesus' love, sir.
Oh, that's actually a good point. But I would say that by default, 4.5 billion people, like the Muslims and like the Christians combined, know him, and then like a lot of people in like Buddhism and Hinduism learn about him. Like
ad populum fallacy.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, 1 million people believing in a lie doesn't make it any less a lie.
That's true, but the same could be said about atheism.
Atheism cannot be a lie.
Why not?
Because all it's saying is that when you make a God claim, I don't believe you.
Okay, then what do you believe?
How can me not believing you be a lie?
Because then you can't believe in anything.
I don't need to believe in anything. I have evidence for everything I know.
So you have no beliefs.
I don't need to. I have evidence for everything I know.
That's a logical fallacy. That you just can't have no beliefs. That's impossible.
How is that a logical fallacy? Please.
It's impossible to not have any beliefs. Define belief. Define, like, what do you mean you have no beliefs?
So sure, I'll do that. I'll break this down for you. So the way I use belief is the way most people use belief, which is in the colloquial sense, which is synonymous with faith. I don't have faith, right? But we can break down belief into two other words. We can break it down into faith, which is belief without evidence, and knowledge, which is belief with evidence. Since I use it in the colloquial sense, which is the way most people use it, it is synonymous with faith. So I do not have faith. I do not believe in things without evidence. I have evidence for everything I know.
Okay, so you need knowledge.
Yeah, you should want knowledge. I want to know as many true things and as few false things as possible.
Honestly, that doesn't even sound like that bad. That does sound like pretty good. But isn't that like what happens on the first page of Genesis? Isn't that like a little bit weird?
What?
That the devil. So I have a question. Are you I don't know if we're allowed to say this on TikTok. Are you like the religion that's opposite of Christ?
Hold on, what are you talking about? Devil in Genesis?
The first page of or the second page, the devil tempts the humans to eat the apple.
Where does it draw the correlation?
And they obtain knowledge.
Where does it draw the I'm sorry, sir. Where does it draw the correlation between the devil and the serpent in the Garden of Eden?
Or whatever you want to call it. I won't say that. I won't use the word devil.
Between the devil and the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
Okay, the humans bit the apple of truth and they obtained knowledge. Isn't that like a little bit weird that that's what you say you need?
They obtain knowledge of good and evil.
Correct. Yes.
What about
my argument is that's the only thing we know.
What the fuck?
Did they eat the fruit of the belief of good and evil, or the knowledge?
The knowledge of good and evil, like we actually know that.
Oh.
Okay, like
So
based off your reaction, like I'm
then.
not so sure you're the. So are you both like antichrists? Like with the religion of Antichrist? Because I don't know if I can say that word, the religion in TikTok. Like,
we're anti-Jesus Christ.
You can't be anti something that doesn't exist.
Okay. Okay. No.
We're anti his religion, though.
Do you know what I'm talking? Do you know what religion I'm talking about? Like the religion of the devil. Like, am I allowed to say that? Yeah. Are you guys the religion of the
Satanist?
devil? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I can say that on TikTok.
Satanism is atheism, first of all. If you're talking about Luciferianism or devil worshippers, they're just Christians. They're no different than Christians.
Are you okay? Well, that's a wild claim. Do you know what Freemasonry is?
No, only Christians believe in the devil, sir.
Do you know what Freemasonry is, sir?
Freemasonry has nothing to do with Christianity.
It has everything to do with it.
It doesn't. The only thing you have to do to be a Freemason.
You seek knowledge, but you have none yourself. You have no.
Or the only thing.
Or you're just lying to me. I can't tell because I can't see your face.
The only thing you have to do to be a Freemason is believe in a higher power. It doesn't matter. That higher power could be.
That's actually true, but
you worship your wife.
That's true for like the basic that's true for the basic peasant, but for the higher ups, that's not true.
What the hell? It absolutely is, sir. I know Freemasons.
I'm sure you do, but they're peasants
who are
like you. You're a peasant.
Don't believe in God.
They're peasants.
You're not a higher up Freemason.
Sir.
What are you talking about, peasants and like?
I know it sounds funny and shit, but like this is like what I was talking about.
Are you a Freemason? Are you a Freemason?
No, me no.
Then who are you to talk about what Freemasonry is, or what they think, or what they do, or what they allow?
I don't know how we got into this conversation. You're right, but
then shut the fuck up.
No, because I'm here to conversate. What do you want? Like, what do you want to talk about?
You're the one talking about shit you don't know anything about.
No, I'm trying to explain, like, try and get this guy to Christ.
Who?
Who, me?
The host, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sure we're trying to get you away from Christ.
Sir,
why is that?
Why are you trying to?
When you try and take me away from Christ, where do you think I'll go?
Anywhere, but I don't know. Hopefully to something true that's reality based and not faith based.
So you think I go back into reality?
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Zipzop?
Question?
Do you think do you want me to since you are an atheist, do you think it's better I leave Christ?
I believe it's better to not believe in things without evidence.
Do you believe in good and evil?
It's actually demonstrably true that it's not good to believe in things without evidence.
Do you believe in good and evil?
Good and bad are subjective. Evil is really just a fear-mongering construct.
Okay, then why? Okay. I was going to make an assumption, but why don't you just... Okay, never mind.
Use your words, guy.
Okay, I have nothing else to talk about. You guys... I've said everything that I needed to say.
Can I ask you a
basically.
question? Before
Who, me?
Before you skip, yeah. Yeah. Why do you worship a God who is okay with things you would consider evil?
That's a good point. So from my understanding, Jesus was like God had a change of heart basically. From like the
God
Old
says he
Testament and
doesn't
New
change.
Testament. What do you mean by that?
He literally says, I change not, and I don't change my mind. Numbers 23:19 says, I don't change my mind. Malachi 3:6 says, I change not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says God is not a human being that he should lie, or a mortal that he should change his mind. He has promised, will he not do it? He has spoken, will he not fulfill it?
Okay, well, yeah. I'll concede that. I'll have to go back on that. Here's what I've thought about this before. Here's what I originally thought. I think that basically so in Genesis he explains that he curses the ground, he lets people do their bad things, and then he chooses a select group of people, basically like the Israelites, to live their lives, and then sends down the Messiah, and then he finally decides to bring good into the world.
Why is it that you think cursing the ground means letting people do immoral things?
Because that's what happened.
But it tells you what he means when he says he curses the ground, right? That it's going to bring forth thorns and thistles.
Yeah, that's bad things.
That's cursing. That's literally the ground.
Yeah.
This is an ideological story about why farming sucks.
So?
Like, it's not that deep.
I want to become a farmer.
You checked out a while ago, didn't you? I honestly think he gave up as soon as Zipzop came up.
No, I'm not. I didn't give up anything.
You did.
I gave up like trying to think too hard, and that's what I gave up. Like, I don't like thinking too much.
Yeah, I mean,
which I'll concede to. You guys
better
think
run
more,
away
you
from
guys
this
think,
religion, man.
You guys are better like at thinking than me.
I mean, I don't think I am. I just think we've done a little more research on it, probably. But
no, you most definitely have.
You seem
No,
like
you
you're
most definitely
perfectly
have.
capable of coming to the same conclusions we are.
That's actually true. That's why I choose to come to the good conclusion rather than the bad one.
Yeah, I mean, you're not striking me as like somebody who's in denial. Like cognitive dissonance is what we say up here most of the time, and you are not striking me as such a person. That's a compliment.
Like if.
What do you mean by that? Like you think like I can like be won over, or away from Christ?
Yeah. You seem pretty reasonable to me.
That's true. Well, I'll never do that.
Didn't you do it before?
Yeah, I had to do a lot of repentance.
So wait, but you're not very open-minded then, are you?
That's a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, like open-minded in what way?
That you could let new information affect the way you view things. Like if you learn something new, that you would incorporate that into your worldview instead of just rejecting it.
Yeah, because my worldview is that I already know everything I need to know.
That is tragic, man.
Why?
Because you clearly don't.
Yeah, I'm taking back what I said earlier.
Because we're learning new things every day to update our understanding of reality.
Sorry, Zip. Like you don't even know your own religion.
Well,
you don't
what's
know
the point?
this religion.
Okay, what's the point of learning if like they're literally creating robots and technology that's learning more than you ever will?
Are you gonna be robot food or something? Is that your ambition?
No, I'm just saying that there's no point in learning. Like past no point in getting more knowledge. That's evil.
Wild, dude. So you think robots and AI are just going to do everything for us and wipe your ass?
I think that what they're doing with the AI is definitely not good intentions. No.
I mean, I agree with a lot of that. I don't think it's entirely evil, but it's definitely not altruistic.
So you don't think they're gonna replace you?
Well, they're going to replace a lot of things, yeah. But I am not my job.
Look how apathetic you sound.
Let an AI think for you.
You're just apathetic. You don't care about anything.
Not only that, like it's going to allow us to do.
You literally
so much
just said
more.
I'm done learning.
Yeah, because I care about God. I care about goodness.
You just said you're done learning. You don't even know this book.
That's true. I actually like.
Do you have plans on learning more of the book, or are you good? You're all set.
When I need guidance, yeah.
But you just said you're done learning.
I guess I'll learn more.
Taking back some of the reasonable stuff I said about you.
You're a very generous host.
You backtracked me right when I said it.
He's like, I'll prove you
I'll be
wrong
backtracking too, so it's okay.
Hey, dude. Huh? What'd you say,
well, no, I said I'd be backtracking too, so it's okay. Because technically I'm still learning. Because I just got back into the faith, but I'm not like willing to learn about like some evil shit now.
If you got back into the faith, you suspended learning. Is more what it sounds like.
Yeah, you traded.
No, but you just conceded that if I go to read the Bible, that I'm going to be learning. So why shouldn't I learn more about that? And why should I learn about what you want me to learn?
It's not about what I want you to learn.
Or what you think is morally better for me to learn, because you don't think the Bible is good for you think that stuff away from the Bible is better for me to learn.
Yeah, secular humanism.
Yeah, secular. You think that's like, why should I learn about that over the Bible?
Superior morality.
Well, because it's like realistic and actually applies to people today, where this is a Bronze Age myth.
I think the Bronze Age is a myth, but that's a different topic.
Oh boy.
Oh, darn. Why would you think the Bronze Age is a myth? Just out of curiosity, at the risk of having a question answered that I asked.
I mean, I think does the news cover the most important current events and topics today, or
what?
What does this have to do with the Bronze? Do you know what the Bronze Age is?
Yeah, I'm aware.
So I said the Bronze Age, not the Bronze Age.
When was the Bronze Age, Kenny?
Collapsed like 1200 BC.
It's pretty close though.
Yeah, it was between about
10,000 to 12,000, 1200 BC.
It was about 3300 BCE to 12 to 600.
Oh, 3300. Okay.
Well, that's when it started. Was the Bronze Age was 3300. So you don't think that frame of time existed?
No, I definitely think that time existed. I just don't believe like the history around it.
You don't believe in the history of it.
Is the history from fucking 5 years ago?
You have to know about the history of it too.
Do you believe the stuff in this book happened?
Yeah, I don't. That's actually a good question. I'm not sure that I believe everything, but I just believe in the good parts.
What do you determine what to and what not to believe, or how? What method do you use to determine like what in it to believe or what not to believe?
That's a very good question. I think I use the same method as you.
Oh, I highly doubt.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I use what's called my knowledge of good and evil. Intuition. Why does he leave?
Oh, I don't know. Might have had something come up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I doubt that was intentional.
All right, well, do you think you can like debunk my thinking, or like I can debunk yours, or do you think that one is like on you?
I can
You have
debunk
more.
your thinking on the Bible, yeah.
You have more moral
I
high
don't know
ground
what
than I
you
do.
think of the Bible. In what regards?
I mean, do you? Okay, I was gonna use the word sin, but do you think that you do more bad things than I do?
I have no idea. I don't know what you do. I have nothing to compare it to. I would just be making up whatever the comparison would be.
Okay, well, honestly, don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, that's a pretty loose framework.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems to be a common theme with myself, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think you and I are better than the God of this book? Do you think you do as many bad things as God does?
No, I don't think anyone's good as the Lord.
No, this would probably be the last person you worship then, or thing, or being, or whatever.
But I think you said bad, right? You said do as many evil things. Like, would you unalive a newborn for something its father did?
No, I'm not allowed to.
Do you think it's a good thing to do?
I was definitely not.
Yeah, but your God did it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it seems like you're worshiping an evil God here.
Mm. It seems like it's going to boil down to might makes right. It's divine command.
I'm not even sure that's the case for him, but then again, I don't know. It's
Well, the reason, yeah,
bit of an enigma.
Well, the reason I said it is because he said I'm not allowed to. Which I kind of inverted that to say, like, well, God is allowed to, but that's really not the question when you're talking about the morality of a thing. It's not about what you're allowed to do, it's whether it's good to do that thing or not.
Yeah, man. Kenny, thanks for coming
What's
out,
up?
buddy. I think we've run the conversation dry here, though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, because I don't like thinking. I'm just trying to think of what to say, but I don't know. Jesus loves you. Good luck, bro.
Wow, man. Try it like
Well, Marduk loves you, buddy.
Yeah, may Satan bless and keep you.
Mackluster, good to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, same. I've been watching for a little bit. And,
cool, man.
Appreciate what you do.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you coming up.
I think Mama Bash recommended you.
Oh, no shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
We love Mama Bash on this channel. I was listening to her earlier.
Yeah, she's got her live going this morning.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm usually up on
Yeah, I guess that's the plus side of her having a surgery, even though we don't like her having a surgery.
Yeah.
But gives her more time to do lives for us.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what's up with this one here? What is it? A G? What is that? A G for your name?
Oh, it's just an S, but it's like in a cursive a little.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something I did when I was younger. I just never changed it. It's fine though. I'm 19.
I gotcha.
But
you're 19 and you're Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
All right, cool. So which one of these topics you want to talk to us about?
Yeah, when you guys were just talking about the sacrifices with why does God kill like those people, like sacrifice them, like burn them alive or stuff like that? I wanted to talk about that.
I don't remember that coming up, but sure.
Okay. But do you know about the statue Moloch? Like, have you ever heard of that statue before?
A Moloch was a type of sacrifice.
Yeah. So that's also told in Deuteronomy, and like one of the Deuteronomy verses in the Bible about it also comes in play with what you were saying before, Mac, about saying why does like all those sacrifices happen, and it was from the people. It was from the Jewish
sacrifice.
Oh wait, can you explain to me what you said before?
I said, would you unalive a child for something its father did?
Oh, okay. My fault then. But what I'm trying to say here is that it's not God's fault for all the killings and the problems that happened in the Old Testament. It's more of what the people did, because we also have free will and we're not chained by God.
What about when he does it himself or tells his people to do it?
Yeah, the babies didn't bash their own brains out.
Okay, explain to me where exactly it tells in the Bible, or where you got that information where it says where God tells people to like do those like deeds and all.
Oh, Deuteronomy 20, start at verse 15, 16, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you could really start at 10, but that's going to get into like where God told his people to go out and do slavery.
Yeah.
And then you get past that because you're supposed to go and make the faraway nations your slaves, but for the nearby nations, you're just supposed to unalive anything that breathes.
Okay.
They need their land, so you got to get rid of them, of course.
Yeah, it was promised to them, so
yeah.
Promise is a
We're
promise.
talking about the Israel.
God promised them their stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I know what you guys are talking about there. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking for it right now, but.
Well, my favorite one to use is Isaiah 13 because it literally says God is commanding all this stuff to happen, and it says there's women going to be raped and babies are going to be bashed to pieces and pregnant women are going to be put to the sword and their eyes will not pity children. But this is all directly on the command of God in this chapter.
Okay.
Which it is in 22, but this one's pretty explicit about the grape and baby bashings. Well, I like this one. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't like it.
I know that's a lot to take in, but do you understand the context of the verse?
What's the context?
That, because I haven't, hold up.
If you're going to appeal to context, I need you to have the context.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to do. Because I haven't read that verse in a long time. Give me a second.
Wish I had that Joel song right now. Talk about the context. That was my second favorite one. My favorite one's where he says, "It's the Old Testament. We don't play that shit." It's so good.
Cognitive dissonance, because it reminds me of squirrel nut zippers.
Squirrel nut zippers.
You asked me
squirrel nut zippers. They
had a song. Sorry, go
you
ahead.
Asked me about. It was Isaiah 13, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the context of that verse is the burden against the rising Babylon Empire. It's what I got when I searched it up right now.
Does that change?
So the babies were bashed to pieces because Babylon was rising?
Basically, yeah. Because of the sacrifices they did in Babylon. Well, it's not because of God that he commanded them to do that.
So we're clear. Because they did sacrifices, which is also not why, but granting that, because they did sacrifices, God is going to bring his elect together to bash all of their babies and grape all of their wives.
It was never God who did that, though. It was the Israeli
You got to
people.
read verse 3.
Okay.
You got to read verse 3.
And 6 and 9 and 12. Yeah, in verse 3, he literally says it. He says, "I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. I have summoned my warriors, my proudly exulting ones, to execute my anger." Then verse 6, it says, "Well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty." Then verse 9 says, "See, the day of the Lord is coming, cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to make the earth a desolation, and to destroy the sinners from it." Verse 17 says, "See, I am stirring up the meat." Like, God is taking credit for this over and over and over again in this chapter.
There. Okay. And this is the context of Isaiah 13 verse 3. It's about God summoning the nations, the needs and Basically, it's just explaining basically what I just said before.
Yeah, and what are they doing?
It's
what did he bring them together?
sacrifices.
What are they? No, what did they bring? What did God bring them together to do?
Oh, I could just open my Bible right here.
Like, I gotta be real honest with you, man. If we wanted to Google this stuff, we could.
No, it's okay. Don't waste your time. I'll just do it.
I don't think you're
Thank you.
understanding the point.
What do you think? What I'm not understanding you guys?
Yeah, you're not at all.
Because I'm looking for the context of it. That's why you're reading the verse without context.
Because you don't understand. No, I have the context.
Okay, explain to me the context of it.
This is God executing his revenge on Babylon. Right?
Yeah.
So Israelites were captive in Babylon, right?
Yep.
And so this is the revenge. And what does he say he's doing in verse 3?
I only searched the context, but I'm looking for it right now.
He says he brought them together to execute his anger.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He's commanding them.
Yeah. Exactly, yes.
But, like, do you not understand what their deeds were doing were wrong?
Do you think it's a just punishment to grape women?
Yeah, because that's...
Wow.
Wouldn't you agree that's wrong?
This is what your God is commanding.
It's not him commanding them. It's free will. It's them choosing to do that. It's like me choosing that.
I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. So who's commanding? Who is the I? Who is the I there? Who is I myself have commanded?
I have commanded. You would be referring to himself, right?
God. Yeah, God.
God. Mm-hmm.
But like
God
he wouldn't command
himself is commanding this.
But you told me he was commanding to like stop what they're doing, like in his anger.
No, he's destroying them.
But that doesn't make
verse
any
4
sense.
It says the Lord of hosts is mustering an army for battle. They come from a distant land, from the ends of heavens, and the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole earth. So it's literally saying the Lord's weapons of his indignation. Like, this is clearly identifying this is God ordering this, commanding it, making it happen.
It doesn't make sense to you because you don't understand this God.
Yeah, I mean, you have this idea of this all-loving, all-merciful God, but clearly he's doing stuff that is not loving or merciful here. He's doing stuff that is straight up evil.
Okay.
And I mean, if you're being honest with yourself, I don't think you're going to find any context that makes it okay to bash babies to pieces and have women raped and pregnant women ran through with a sword. Like, there's no justification for this. They can't do stuff bad enough to deserve this, basically.
Yeah. But I think what you're trying to refer to, and I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong here, but like that we're made in God's image and we're his like people, and he's probably I'm like referring to us as his people, that he's going to like some way stop them. Like, I may be wrong here. I'm just trying to like correct me. Like, because how we're his, like, we're made in his image, so he's commanding us to like stop doing what we're doing and all.
No.
Which one of us are made in his images? All of us?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
All of us are, yeah.
He's
okay. So
even if you don't believe, we're still created in God's image.
Well, if we're created in his image and this is the stuff we do to each other, this doesn't say much for that God.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah, because I'm trying to tell you that there's also free will in this world. There's no chain. We're not chained by God. We're not.
Well, listen.
It may
so
not be,
when
but
God
like
commands
it
that the
shows
flood
pretty
waters go
obvious, so.
over the earth, do the waters have a choice in the matter?
Do the Okay, wait. Sorry. Say that again.
So when God commanded that the waters of the earth go forth and flood the earth, did the waters have a choice in the matter, or did the water do what God commands automatically?
That God commands.
All right. So when God commands something, it's gonna happen. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. So do you think God will command me to kill someone? You think
Well, I
he's gonna
think
force
God's
my hand to
imaginary,
do that?
but the point is, in this book, he is clearly commanding this army to do these things.
Mhm.
And I don't think you can make the argument that when God commands things to happen, that there's a choice in the matter. Like, these people are doing this because God is making them.
I wouldn't say it's God making them doing that though, because it's not. It's
Does it say God
because there's a
commands them?
difference between like the evil one who controls the world right now, and then God who just like I know you might just stop me there and say all the things that like God has done is bad, but like we're told in the Bible that when Satan has fallen down onto earth, that he roams the earth. So then he tempts his people like how he tempted the snake with Adam and Eve. And you're probably gonna never mind. But with Adam and Eve and all, that like he resembles a snake that tempts the good that do good in the world. So that's basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's God doing this. I'm pretty sure you're referring to
The book says
the
it's God
deceiver.
doing it.
Are you saying the book is wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just like it wouldn't be God commanding people to kill people. He wouldn't tell
So
people
when
to
the
do
book
that.
says that
I mean,
he
it clearly
does,
saying that.
yeah, when the book
In
says
verse
he
6, it
does,
says,
is
"Well,
it
for the
wrong?
day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty." Do you know who the Almighty is?
The day of the Lord is near. What?
Yeah, that's in verse 6. It says, "Well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty."
Destruction to what? What are they saying next?
To Babylon.
Okay,
What do they
so
say next? It says, "Well, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty. Therefore, all hands will be feeble, and every human heart will melt, and they will be terrified. Pangs and agony will seize them. They will be in anguish like a woman in labor. They will look aghast at one another. Their faces will be aflame. See, the day of the Lord is coming, cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to make the earth a desolation and to destroy its sinners from it." So this is literally God punishing sin here in Babylon with baby bashing and women being raped.
it's because of what they did in Babylon. That's why the flood and all had to happen. He gave them like about
Flood?
like I'm telling you because that's what the flood was
Babylon
for.
didn't exist when the flood happened.
Okay, but that's not really what I'm trying to say here, but I'm trying to say that he gave those people that did those sacrifices in Babylon God told them to repent for like over like 400 years and none of them choose to. And then they kept doing those sacrifices over
That's
and
not
over.
accurate. But do you think that the babies deserve to be murdered for that?
No, I didn't.
Do you think that the women deserve to be raped for that?
We're for their punishment and sins, and I feel like it's just because it's wrong.
You think it's just to rape women?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Is it just punishment or is it wrong?
It's wrong to rape women, yeah. And
so
that's
when God commands it, is it wrong of God?
No, because what God does is just.
So then it's just to rape women if God commands it.
I'm not saying it's just to rape women.
Is it just to rape women if God commands it?
God wouldn't command people to rape women, though.
He did.
I've been trying to tell you, though, that it's not.
He did. Then you're saying the Bible is lying.
I'm not, because you're
out of choices here.
I'm not. There's like no contact saying where it's saying that
I myself have commanded my consecrated ones. Like, we've literally read this 10 times now. It's saying
but
God
that's not
commanded
that's
this
not
to
saying-
happen, literally verbatim.
Yeah, but that's not saying that God commanded them to rape. Where does it say
I
that?
myself have commanded my consecrated ones, my warriors, to execute my anger. right?
Yeah, but it's not saying that like he told them to do
It
the
is.
deeds
He's
that they did in
making all
Babylon.
this happen. This is a proclamation against Babylon. He's saying a bunch of horrible stuff, and then he makes a bunch of horrible stuff happen. This
But
happens all through
he's
the Old
talking about the
Testament.
horrible stuff that they did in Babylon.
No.
He's ordering them to do these things.
This is the problem with talking about stuff you don't know. You're running into cognitive dissonance, right? Because you can't comprehend that your God could do something this evil, but it's right there in your face in black and white.
Well, to me, and how
let me
I
ask you
see
a
it,
question.
though. Yep.
Let me ask you a question. If God says he's going to do something and then that thing happens, did God do it?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
If God says he's going to do something and that thing happens, did God do it?
Like, what do you mean by that statement, though, exactly?
If God says he is going to punish someone and that person is punished, did God punish them?
Well, you would have to do something. Like, let's say he like say he was one of the person that sacrificed the children to Moloch.
This is not
and then
the
he
question.
gets punished by God. That's just.
This is not the question.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to make it into.
I want you
a
to
way
answer
can
the question I
understand.
asked you.
Yep.
So if God says he's going to do something and then the thing happens, did God do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So when God says to King David in 2 Samuel chapter 12 that he is going to have his wives raped for what he did, and then David's wives are raped, is God responsible for that?
That I would also have to read the context of it too.
The context.
I need the full
the
understanding
context
of
is
this.
you can go ahead and read chapters 11 and 12, and you can read chapter 16 of 2 Samuel, right? So David took Bathsheba from her husband Uriah the Hittite and got her pregnant, and then tried to have Uriah go sleep with her to cover that up. And then Uriah refused. He wanted to stay with his men. So then David had him unalived in battle, right? He had him set up to be unalived, right? So now he is adulterous and homicidal, right? So the two crimes there are punishable by stoning, unaliving, right? But
Yep.
God comes to him and says, because you've done this, I'm going to unalive your baby, and your wives are going to be raped. And then that's what happens.
And then you say that all those deeds are done because God commanded David to do all these deeds.
No, what? I said God commanded David to do anything.
Well, I thought that's what you
God
said before.
unalives God unalives David's infant son himself, and he has 10 of his wives raped by David's son Absalom.
Oh, that okay. Wait, are you sorry?
But
Are
it
you guys
literally
talking
says
about?
the Lord struck the child himself. So God did this
Yeah.
deed himself.
About when I might be wrong or not, but about like when David what's it? That one where like he offered his son for sacrifice, and then
No,
it was a test for
that's Abraham and Isaac.
Abraham. Yeah. Okay, that's not that.
And he didn't offer his son. God told him to do it.
Yeah, that was also. If we're gonna talk about that, then
No.
it was kind of like a test.
Don't need to.
Don't you? Okay.
No, this is a unnecessary diversion. We're talking about God doing and commanding horrific things and why it's okay when he does it.
Well, yeah, I need like full context and understanding if I'm gonna have to answer that for you.
Yeah, what could a newborn do to merit being unalived?
They couldn't do anything, no.
Right. So then when God did that, it was unmerited.
Basically, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's murder, but okay.
But like, think about it though. It's just a different question I wanted to ask too. Do you think that, like, how people are like using abortion and killing children, like in this day right now, and like how they kind of did that also with Moloch, how they sacrificed like baby infants and killed women out of their wombs.
Do you think Yahweh didn't command child sacrifice?
Yahweh? What do you mean?
I mean what I asked you.
Yeah, but where does it say Yahweh did that? What?
Exodus 22, 29 and 30. And then they walk it back in Ezekiel 20.
So Yahweh sacrificed children for just burn children alive like how Moloch did.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want, I can read you. I'll read you where he talks about it in Ezekiel.
Okay.
Ezekiel 20. And let me see. Nabre. I think this was the one I was looking at. Yeah, okay. So it says, therefore, right? And so the therefore is because Israel was disobeying him, just so we're clear. That's the context of this. He says, therefore, I gave them statutes that were not good and ordinances through which they could not have life. I let them become defiled by their offerings, by having them make a fiery offering of every womb's firstborn, in order to ruin them, so they might know I am the Lord.
And that's the context of the verse, or is it just the verse right now?
That's the verse. The context is what he did to Israel for their lack of faith. Right?
Yep.
So whatever the reason, he commanded them to sacrifice their children. And then this is saying, like, I did that because they were evil. Like, you have to understand something about the Bible is that it's not univocal. It's not written by the same person. It is a collection of people and writings and their views on this God. Right? So as the book progresses chronologically, the God sort of loses some of his teeth, in a sense. Right?
Yeah.
So this is saying, like, no, when I said to sacrifice your children, that was punishment. Right? That's a revision. That is them walking it back. But there's a book you could check out called Child Sacrifice in Ancient Israel, and it literally has like pictures of the urns for babies that
Yeah, cause I was like
have
looking
Yahweh like like inscribed on them.
Yeah, cause I was like trying to do my own kind of little research before like a couple of weeks ago, and that's how I came across like Moloch and all that. So I was trying to figure out like why would the Israeli people like sacrifice all these
Well, a
children
Moloch
and
is
all
not
that?
a person or a god; it's a type of sacrifice.
Oh, I know.
Right, so it got conflated, and if anything, he was mad that it was being sacrificed to other gods.
Yeah, like how it was in Egypt when God mocked all those gods that the Egyptians were worshipped. Sort of like that.
Okay.
Do you know about that, or?
I mean, I know that like they were like decrying other gods as false and stuff like that. Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, My point didn't get to what I wanted because I didn't fully get my own understanding. But it's fun talking.
Yeah, back at you, buddy. We appreciate you coming up. Hey, you were really nice. We want you on Team Atheism, so you really need to think about these things and decide if you want to defend this stuff like this.
I won't.
Or worship a God
do
that you know is clearly doing evil stuff.
I won't, but
keep looking.
Yeah, God bless, guys. So have a good one. Okay.
Questions.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, see you, man.
Take it easy, buddy. We like the nice, calm folks. We want to get them on team over here.
Yeah, I just.
But all right.
Honesty.
Sorry,
man,
go
that's
ahead.
Like the thing. Just being honest. Like he was pretty honest, when he didn't.
Absolutely.
So.
He was a good candidate for the atheisms, I think, especially being nice and young and willing to come up here and talk about it. You're the ones we want there, buddy. I mean, yeah, we can make one out of it. It's a risk of answering my own question there. I think we do. We can sway him over. Hey, I used to be an awful Christian too, man. If they wasn't welcoming to me, I wouldn't have thought I might have been a good candidate either.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. They never do. Like, Mama Bash was a preacher. Her son was too.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
You let Joshua Bowen be a mod?
Yeah, he gave me $5.
Oh, okay.
Might have been $6 actually. I think he cashed at me one day. But I sure did. He's all right with me, I guess. But anyway, I'm about to have to wrap this one up and go to work like a sucker, like one of those peasants the fella earlier kept bringing up.
You're a peasant.
Yeah, I'm one of the Christian peasants. All the poor people are Christian, he said. So. Wait, what did he say? Dr. Josh said, don't test him there, Mac.
Yeah,
but anyway, guys, y'all know we love
Dr.
Josh. Oh, yeah. So we got to give Dr. Josh the shout out for learned to read ancient Hebrew with Dr. Josh. I have been learning that. And I'm proud to say I can now read and write the Hebrew alphabet, which is pretty cool. Never thought I'd say that about myself. So it is pretty neat. And, Rocket City Reason Conference. Get your tickets at rocketcityreason.com. That's coming up in October. Mac Luster, it was awesome to meet you. This was the first time you've been up here, I believe.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for having me up. I'll be around.
Yeah, anytime, man.
All right, cool.
For sure. Yeah, that was, wait, you were with Justin the other day, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was on Justin's the other day. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I knew that. I was thinking I seen you. I watched you talk for a while somewhere, and I couldn't remember where it was. It was Justin. Had it on the background. I was like, I know.
Once in a
his
while, I'll pop up
picture
with
and
Justin.
stuff. Yeah, that's awesome, man. He's super cool.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the Kraken Crew Elite, so.
Oh, nice.
But all right, guys, this was day 77 in the books. Again, Mac Luster, it was awesome to meet you, buddy. And I'm about to shut this one down and head off to the peasant worker place.
All right, man. Take care.
You too, buddy. Guys, we will catch y'all back tomorrow for day number 78. Later. Much love, guys. We will catch y'all on the next one. I don't know who's around to raid right now, so we'll have to check that out. But wherever you go, tell them the apes that you go. That would be awesome to be a guest with Justin one day, but I don't think he knows I'm alive yet. So maybe one day he'll figure it out. I don't go ask him though. I'll let him come to me. But anyway, that would be super awesome. I would be like, I'd probably just make a fool out of myself. I didn't want to do anything. But anyway, guys, much love. We'll see y'all tomorrow.